Hello everyone, I'm here for reals this time. Also, we got quite a few people in the pre-stream chat. I'm actually surprised how many people are here, which is great to hear. If the audio is like, if I'm like too loud or the music is too quiet, let me know. I will be changing it shortly, but hopefully these settings should be good. Right, I'm just figuring something out real quick. That's all update on Twitter, right? Yeah. That should be good. And I think we're just at the end of this music as well. Oh, it's on the top 7. Alright. Yeah, hello everyone. It's lovely to see you all. This music is going to get too hype. Yeah, this music is too hype. Hold on. There we go. Hi everyone, it's been a long time. I am sorry about that. I have been doing just so much. There's a lot that's been going on recently. By recently, I mean like the last few months. In fact, I don't even remember when my last stream was. Hold on, when was this? I'm gonna go find it now. Playlists, it was in Stream Archive. So I'm really curious of... It was a while back, wasn't it? May! May was my last stream! Oh my god. Well, I guess there was the game stream, but I don't know if I count that as a real stream. That was kind of just like a... I was just like bored one day, let's do a stream thing. Hey Gravity. Real life is more important? Yeah. But it's been like May, June, July, August. It's been like 4 months since I last streamed properly. More than 4 months at this point. Like a proper stream. So what I plan to do today, anyway, is I plan to just kind of dick around in Blender, just chat with you guys for a bit, and just do some commentary on it. You know, just talk. If you, the point of this stream is just catch up, talk a bit, do some stupid stuff in Blender for a little while. Maybe like get a request finished that I didn't get done in the request stream. And if anyone has any questions, or if there's any Blender enthusiasts in the chat tonight, then feel free to ask me anything about Blender and I can show you right live on stream. So if you have any questions, I can answer them instantly. So that'll be the main goal of the stream tonight. So it's more of a just a slow down, relax. I'm not going to be as hyper as I usually am, but maybe we'll see. Depends how much like interaction there is, but feel free to get involved, and I will happily involve you as well. Well, you don't need to ask any questions. That's fine. Yeah, just a bit of chit chat. What is a Blender? Well, what is Blender? My child, let me turn up this really quiet volume, and I will teach you the ways of Blender. It's really quiet. Hold on. I didn't like prepare for this. Okay, that's gonna be too loud. I need his background. Hold on. No, not on 5%. No. That might be alright. Let me just... Okay. Yeah, let's say that's alright until someone says otherwise. So, what happens in Blender? Well, in Blender, you get grey, because grey is cool. But when you hit not grey button, you get not grey stuff, except the cogs, they are still grey. This music's too loud, it's going to distract me. I can't focus on this without it like being too... Okay, hold on. I got a good idea. I'm going to quickly... I wasn't prepared for the volume being that loud. I swear it was quieter when I put it on. But no, yeah, I thought it was too quiet. Alright. Volume mixer. I want it like really quiet, but not like quite where you guys can't hear it. If it's bad, just let me know. Oh, hey Brad, how you doing, man? I'm Blender Genius or something, says Palo. Yes, you are. I mean, makes good flat girls. Oh, very nice smoothies. I'll get to whipping up my texture as soon as I can before Labor Day. Lovely. I don't know what Labor Day is, so I think I do. I'm not too familiar with it. But yeah, the reason why I'm on this one, this specific Blender thing, is because this is from Distorting Party. Now, for those aware, for those unaware even, Distorting Party was my Mario Party 3 mod, and this was board 6, the final board. And you had to go around as characters. And I remember trying to make the promotional art for it, where like Mario and Luigi have got tons of stars, because the whole point of this board is that you get tons of stars. You get one on like Vondre and one on I think you get one on Samus, maybe one on Rosalie. No, we get one on Blaze. Either way, you get tons. There's tons of star spots. And making the promotional art was annoying because this is how I made the board. This is the official board like render. But when I tried to like get down here, like everyone was floating because obviously from here you can't tell. And oh hello, that's one thing about Blender that you'll do all the time, and that's you'll just if the perspective looks right, you'll just call it quits there. Like there's no need to change anything. But here, when I like zoomed in and had to go here for like Mario, like Luigi in the distance, I had to like edit them down. So I kind of just make things up as I go along. I need to stop saying Don't make an counter, because I listened back to my streams and I listened for and it was ruined me. Oh, you're gonna make your ball texture? That's awesome to hear, Green. I'm so happy that people are still uploading their ball textures. It's more the merrier, you know, getting involved in a nice community project. So you managed to see 4 outdoor concerts so far. Man, that's great, Brad. You might join the ball thingy, Palu. Awesome! Oh, and hey, Lazy, nice to have you here. Did you make the map, or is it ripped? I made the map. This took forever to do. This is directly ripped from a texture that I saw in a video once, where I was lucky enough to... Because it's around like this, and there's a fence that goes up to here. I think you can see my mouse. I hope you can. There was a point where there was nothing lit up, and there was no characters on screen. Really hard to get. I had to like get multiple pictures to like try and Photoshop it together. Then for the bottom, it's cut off because I Photoshopped it. Because usually this bottom bit here is like blocked by a fence, like the texture of a fence, because it's a fixed minigame. Because I took print screens from videos. So I copied the top bit and put it to the bottom. So yes, it does clip off, but look at... Oh, wait, let me go to the old camera angle I had. Look how it just perfectly cuts off, so you can't even notice that. And it looks just like it. This uses normal brick textures. I think they've got a dark subsurface. Yeah, because usually they look really bright and it's awful. So obviously I made it dark to fit the game. The cogs are a model, which I added a bone to that can spin, but you can't see that normally. And most of this was just made by me. These uses torus shapes. And there's also, I think, a black ball, because otherwise you can see into the space void that I used as a HDRI. So, yeah, Palu agrees they cheat on their stuff all the time. Yeah, the whole point of 3D is that you can cheat. It's lovely. Just being able to just cheat the system and just, well, cheats. Everyone does this. So, let me pause my stream so I don't cause myself lag. Like, not posting limbs you can't see. Exactly. Cheating is fine. Exactly. Yeah. But if I go to the other one, I don't know if you can see what's just popped up right now. The oval. I don't think you can. And find the promo shot. Here we are. You'll notice it's the exact same one. Except I think all the characters have been... Oh, only the ones you can't see. Tawna is still floating, and so is Nat, and I think just variation. But yeah, I added the shape blocks, which I personally went into the game and print screened and then took out of the game to, you know, get the perfect clean render of them. And of course I just made it look like how it does in the real game. I had to use my existing thing for it. Obviously you only see the ones that are on screen. So that's how I made that. Oh, it's Luigi here, not Mario. Luigi's carrying a lot of stars, and so is Mario. So I was really proud of that render, especially the way it just looks in the final render. You can't. I don't think you can see the final render when I do that. But yes, more flattening. I see. Yes, cogs look really nice. Well, it is a stolen model. I did add to the specular and metallic lighting itself, although this is mostly just a custom model. Are those water drops on the gears? I don't believe so. I believe they are just like studs, and it's textured weird at the side. They are very roughly made. It's made simply to just work. There's not much really used here. Luigi steps on Booba. Yeah, almost. He's stepping on Samantha's mouth. But he's going to. In fact, this doesn't actually make sense in the game. During my mod, you would go down from Blaze's hand, rather across to Booba, across to Cyanette, or I call her Toothpaste. Or you can alternatively go across the phase to an alternative that skips right to Brittany. So here, he's walking towards this space, which doesn't make sense. So the illusion is broken, I'm sorry. This is actually a render. This is not from in-game. It's not canonically accurate. Oh, I just saw what Palu sent me. That looks amazing, dude. Really like the look of that. Stream is for mature audiences only. First thing you see is Luigi carrying stats on top of Booba. Oh dear, Minty. Well, I mean, good thing I've got the warning, eh? Imagine I just didn't... I got some followers. Thank you. I just got like 3 followers. Thank you, Silent Taco, Unknown1728, and Wine728 for following me. Thank you for that. I do appreciate that. I'm trying to get the stupid drill hair right. Well, best of luck on that. Hi, Wine. W-Y-N-N. Win. I'm going to call you Win. Just tell me if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Minty says, love the scene there too. Looks like a fun place to play with models. It really is. In fact, I'll show you another one soon enough. That was an official animation. Warning contains boobers. And all that shiny metal. Yeah, I do love my shiny metal. If this wasn't just one big texture, I might have like created a bump map for it, but I decided... I didn't even think about that time. I didn't decide against it. I just didn't think of that. So, another thing that uses Smash Compactor is... Let me find it. I believe it was in July and August. So, it should be here. Yes! So, this has... I think this is the right one. Let's see. It is. This uses the exact same place, but they are edited to distort the perspective, so you can't actually see the bottom. So I just dragged everything up. Also, I believe at the start chains are moving up. If I like play here, now you can see the thing shaking, and it drops down. Oh yeah, as it drops, the chains go up, just like in the mini game. So when you're in here. If you look over here, you can see it drop, and they get flattened, of course. Now, they look really stupid when they're here, because obviously you can't see it, so this is how they look. They're just laying down, and I think the sizes are wrong, but obviously in the animation, because of the perspective, they look right. But when it happens, there you go. Yeah. So, with that... I'm able to just do whatever. It was originally Kyuta who was only Kyuta. That's why she's here. That's why she's like the only non-Nintendo character here, because it was originally just her. But I decided to add Peach and Pauline because, well, I like those characters. And Peach has such a great expression. Oh my god! Oh no. That's not right. Uh-oh. I love this model. It's so weird. But beside that weird thing, the expression of Peach is amazing. This is like my favourite expression that I've probably ever made. Kyuta is pretty good too, and Pauline's was okay until I added in the like squish cheek at the side, like here. I think it's a shape key. No, it's not a shape key, is it? It must be a bone then. Let's see what bone it is. Is it this one? Yeah, so it was originally going to look like that, but eventually I thought, no, that looks off. And I eventually edited it so her cheek is squished against her mouth. Bulb Min Peach, an ice above our head. I now know what Uberflat looks like. Oh dear lord. Oof, they are dead. No, they're alright. It's just like a Mario Party minigame, they'll pop back up afterwards. Well, I mean, you know, Pauline and Peach will. I don't know about Kyuta because, you know, she's not a Mario Party character. God knows if she'll pop back up. Ask her on Twitter, and she'll give you a canonical response. But Uberflat, imagine. It's just... Hold on, let's see if I can grab it and get out of pause mode here. It's just... I should have made this the canonical thing. Sorry, that's too loud. That really caught me off guard. Slightly concerned Peach emoji for Discord. If I just... I can't believe Bulbmin Peach just got flattened from Pikmin 4. So what happens when you throw a rock Pikmin on her? What have you done? She is horrified. Ah yes, my favourite Mario character, Kyuta. Yeah, that's why she's there though, because of the... Just because it was originally her. It was just like a little gift thing. Actually, I think I still have it. Hold on. Okay, so look how, like, for comparison, look how, like, nicely rendered this looks. I mean, in my opinion. Compared to what you're about to see, this looks pretty decent, I'd say. You know, like, all that and such. Except, Bulbmin Peach, can you not just... I'm deleting your face. So, if we go to open, don't save that, please. And go to June. There we go, Smash Compactor Fun 1. This is version 3. It was originally just Cuter. And oh my god, I think she's like crying, yeah. It was really intense at the time, and just ignore that fact, don't worry. In fact, I should delete that. But the main thing you should take away from this is that the lighting sucks ass. These things haven't been dragged up yet. And Cuter is the only one here. Also, I think her animation is a bit more like rough. Yeah, it looks a bit like looped. Also, she's more over it because she's the only one. But yeah, with that, it used to just be raise up, and also there's no light, so you can barely see when it lifts up. I forgot she did this. Cuter didn't even get this part. I edited that in afterwards, where she'd float away. I completely forgot about that. Also, the textures are different. Like this texture up here changes. Emotional flattened. Yeah, she was banging because she was crying because I grabbed the remote. She wanted to watch the next episode of EastEnders. I grabbed the remote, jumped in the chamber, and she was like, "Maybe I want to watch Simpsons or something." And I wouldn't let her in, obviously. Oh. Ignore dark implications. Pay attention to only to jank lights. Yeah, it's cuter. She's always enjoyed the more like darker side, so you know, like so be it. You know, I want to make some gift art. So it's just a little extra feature, but you know, take of it what you will. I mean, she's fine. Look, she's floating back to her home. You're alright. Don't worry, Cuter. So the face is great. Yeah, I agree, Minty. It's the main part of this animation was the face. And the funniest thing is that when I posted this to 4chan, because every once in a blue moon, don't go on 4chan by the way, but every once in a blue moon I'll put my animation on there. I'll spend 10 hours trying to optimize it to fit into 2 megabytes. And then I'll post it just to see if someone says something. Because most of the time it's like, you're a piece of shit, go die, F word, whatever. But within those words, sometimes they normally critique something. So there's actually secret constructive criticism hidden within the overly harsh comments. And the one I got today, well not today, one I got recently, was saying those yikes, those faces are terrifying. I'm like, there we go, there's the constructive criticism. Because whilst I did I did want to focus this animation on faces, just like here, I mean like that's an extreme face. It's almost like flat a Hago face. It's, you know, because of the way they're stretched out and the terrified expressions, it may genuinely look terrifying. And, you know, so be it. Some people thought that way too, and I gotta agree with them. Now, whether you think that's a great feature or not is up to you, but for me, I didn't change it. I just left it as it is, and then Cuter can just die over and over again. Rip Cuter. Sorry, lass. You're not getting, like, you got the short end of the stick here. It's a BK Droom style flatten. What does that mean? Flattened girl jump scare. Oh dear. Oh, Lazy, thanks for the follow, dude. I appreciate it. So don't save. I was gonna save it though. I'm addicted to saving. So I might go backwards a little. Go to August. I have to tell you something. Now that we're past the, once we hit the 20-minute mark, that's when like everyone who would have joined the VOD would have already left. So I'm going to show you some more like stuff that I've been working on that in the meantime, like over the ball clash, and also while I was working on my essays, like it was like a stress reliever. So get ready, because it's nothing bad, it's just a bit lewd, you know. Let's read some of these. if you put it at high speed and go back and forth, cute, it looks like she wants to break the ground to get to the trapdoor. Rerun features the flattened girl's worst nightmare. And being addicted to saving is a good habit to have. Absolutely. Although, not sometimes. Because I find that when I go into one of my custom models, like SophiaCasual.blend, is where I save my main Sophia file. The amount of times I've saved over that because I want to do a quick 5-minute thing with it, like I want to test something out, like test the modifier, like test something out. I'll save, but I've not saved as. I didn't save as a new project, and I've like morphed the model into something else. I'm like, oh my god, and I freak out because I'm thinking I just lost my model. But luckily, I've done so many animations and files with her in, I can recover very easily. But I keep saving over the main Sophia model. I'm so close to losing it all the time. Oof. But yeah, like I need it. I fucking need it. Wait. Oh yeah, the brick in the yeah. Maya taught me to save every second. Yeah, once you get into 3D programs, you'll always learn to save. Okay, Control-Z is best friend. Yeah, except the Control-Z only works to a certain extent in Blender. You can edit it, but it takes up more RAM. So, wait a minute, if I can play backwards, can't I? I forget you can play backwards. Well, I can just do this anyway. If I pause, hold on. No, don't play! I could just... Oh my god, she's getting absolutely annihilated. Anyway, that's fun aside. It's past the 20-minute mark, so I need to show you what I was going to show earlier. But, so there's a few things. I'll get back to that one. We got all night. No rush. So one of them was one where I had 2 animations. Actually, I might be able to find them. It might be more context to show you them, because then you'll be like, oh, hell yeah. Give me a sec. Let me just find them real quick. Oh my god. I've just been on horny hours recently with Blender. It's awful. But it's mostly because I've just been stressed. I don't want to make real stuff. I just think I'll get out, you know? It's not great. It's not a great habit to get into because you get nothing done. So here we go. We have this one called Peach Thick 4. Don't know who has seen this before. I made this back in February, as you can see at the top. You can always see where it's from the top. And I made this one where she's walking through a city. It's a bit laggy. And she's like, well, she's thick Peach. It's when I learned you can use the sculpt mode to increase assets rather than have to use edit mode. And I find sculpt mode is way easier because of the tools it has, like inflate and blob and grab and smooth. It just makes it so great. I mean, the reason why it's laggy, even though it's a pretty well-designed model, is because I subdivided to make it a smoother posterior. Just say ass. This is an 18+ stream. I don't have to... There's no kids here. At least I hope not. Otherwise, I'm going to ban you. So, anyway. There's all this, that's just walking through. Obviously, the city's repeated with 2 buildings because, I didn't care that much. So, yeah, Palu, yeah, you've seen this before, Palu. And Princess got that Peach. Let me just catch up on some messages. Incremental and version saving, yeah. Make backups of your model. I do. I have 1 spare backup for each model. I should probably put them on different drives too. That's a very good thing. Put them on Mediafire. I should really back them up. Looks like a YouTube poop. Oh, you're talking about the goddamn Cute Smash from before. Yeah, the way it just buzzes out. Bring Cute in here. I'm sure she'd appreciate the Blender bullying. She has trouble getting Picato working. I messaged her before. Didn't I tell you that? What? What did you tell me? Sophia's new potion works more than fine. Yeah, yeah, maybe this is canonical. Maybe this takes place after the advertisement for Expansion Expert comes out. When I discovered a sculpt mode in Blender. Hell yeah! Cake. Godzilla looks cute and thick. There's so many good comments. Like, I want to, favorite every single comment that everyone's made here. Anyway, you've seen that going for long enough. I do have the original before I quickly get in. What's Peach Thick 1? Oh, this is I don't even... Oh, I barely... Yeah! This was... I think... Oh, it's so laggy. I was testing out the squish feature with lattices. And I believe I used the shape key to emulate her butt, spreading out as it, presses. Yeah, I was just doing a bunch of stuff. Also, just kind of like Jane being squished. I could actually do this. Something like that. So yeah, it's stuff. So you know what I was doing in February? It was using Blender and nothing else. But anyway, what I told you about the sculpt mode. Yeah, you did. But Palu, I didn't really kind of use it properly until a while later, uh, because I can learn things. Like I'll just look up a tutorial, but I won't really use it until I really want to. So it wasn't until February. I don't even know when you originally told me, but it wasn't until February until I used it. Anyway, here's a Pauline version. I think I should render these out at some point, especially that Peach one. I think I should, like, I know it's gonna get like 1 billion likes, and I don't like that because obviously it's not what I usually make, but because of the big butt, obviously the giantess, like everyone loves those two things. But yeah, here's the Pauline version, which is a bit more refined actually, and I should rename this like Cherry Ass or something, but it's it's silly, but I like it. You know, it's just big butt walk. That's all it is. I mean, in fact, I can turn it back down to normal size, and this is what she'd look like. A bit wrinkly because of all the subdivisions. You know, look how many like faces there is. So that's why she looks wrinkly when shrink down. In fact, she looks like she's got some sort of plastic on her. But then you know you can change the size. Interactive adventure until it just becomes a cherry. So give me the stream. I can give better tips. Give me that mic. You know what, Palu? When the stream's done, whether you send me messages now or later, once the stream's done, I'm gonna ask her. I'll see any advice you want to give me. All right. But that's how I make it with like, and I subdivide a lot to make it look smooth and round. So pressed hands. Yeah, it's pretty good animation. That's. I thought I may as well show you this now because I don't know if you'll ever see it again. I hope you do. Ooh. Also in February. Oh, there's so many. Okay, there's so many things to show you. There's like I've been doing so many things that I'm not gonna like properly upload to main accounts. You'll probably see a lot of these actually in the Stash Goods 2021. Since in the Stashed Goods I usually do unreleased files. Though they don't usually have to be rendered. I don't give out blend files normally. That's what people asked. So while we're here, I did have this. Okay, there's 3 sections here. There's Twintella when I learned more about HDRIs and tried to refine my use of lighting. Well, when she loads in, she's currently been whitewashed. There we go. So yeah, don't let Twitter find out. So this lighting is really nice. I really like this. Then I believe M23 taught me that if I go to, where is it? Color management and change it from filmic to standard, you get a more colourful variant. Now I kind of a mix between them because Twintella is a cartoon character. The more colourful lighting is much better, and it has grown on me. But at the time I wasn't sure because filmic is realistic, but it looks off, I guess, because of realistic lighting on a cartoon character. It can create divides. It's like Mario in Unreal Engine, you know, Nintendo hire that man. But that was the original render for this. So follow me instead. I'm better and cooler and nicer and cooler. Yeah. Yeah, go follow Palu because quote, he's better, cooler, nicer, and cooler. And wait, what? I didn't know that. Clip that for me. Wait, what did you not know? What, the Filmic tool? Yeah, real quick, Palu, because I know I just mentioned it, but basically, go into this tab. Is it the render tab? Yeah, the one below the tool workspace things. Scroll down to the bottom where it says color management, literally the bottom one, and change view. What's it? View something. View transform. I need to read its name. Yeah, view transform. Filmic to standard. And like me, I like to go to defaults and save the startup file, so it's set to standard at all times now. But anyway, to continue, I'll not save that. Go to Twintella Alt. I'm going to do a little fun thing. So, once it loads, here is Sophia. Enjoying the light. Also, standard lighting now. Changed from Filmic. There's a ball, she's being held, and that's basically it. It's just a nice image. I think I made a render of it. And I clicked the render button, but you guys can't see the render button, can you? No, you cannot. That's a shame. It's a very nice render. But basically, this got built on from an animation I never finished. Might come back to, Really cruel. But I just want to do a fun little animation where you'll see. Same thing. Oh god, it's 2 FPS. You know, I'm going to play it in grayscale mode so it runs better. So it's like, oh, look at you, and then takes out a hairpin. And then, well, what do you think happens next? There's actually... Oh, it actually ends too early. But yeah, she's going to like pop the balloon. Or the ball Sophia, the rubber ball Sophia. Which is awfully cruel. That's so mean. I don't know if that's merchandise or the actual Sophia, but you know, you don't want to... Don't touch the merchandise. That's no... Like, what does Sophia do to you? So harsh. I don't know... Why would... I didn't animate that. She added that herself. She's got a mind of her own. Deflate. Yeah, actually, you know what? It would probably just be like a deflate thing. Whether she flies around or just deflates in the hand, you know. Maybe I will get around to finish. There's a lot I should quote-unquote get around to finishing. And this is one of them. So the Filmmaker tool, tinker around with that. Yes, do that, Palu. There's so many good render options that just instantly make your render better that it feels like a cheat tool sometimes. You actually learned that for my low poly renders, looks much nicer. Sound Taco, are you talking about when I was speaking about the film options and changing to standard lighting? I imagine that would be because the colour really shines a lot more. Hashtag don't hurt the merch. Yeah, unknown. But yeah, because let's say this isn't... Why would Sophia have merchandise of her as a ball? That would be a fantasy, wouldn't it? She'd really be into that. That's weird. Sophia, sort yourself out. I wonder if she has anything like that. I don't know, I'll have to ask her. But anyway, I believe I want to get back to August in terms of projects. Because there's been a lot happening this month. So, yes, we're back full circle. So you understand how I made you watch the Thick, Peach and Pauline ones? So eventually I decided to combine them together. And, well, I made this silly thing. It's an awful animation. It's very quick. But it's just a little fun thing. You know? I'll play in grayscale so you can actually see it. But, there's, you know, there's a bit of impact there. Just a bit of fun thing. So it reminds me of that stupid anime that people used to link me. About like, the butt blasting anime where it's like some sort of competition. And the whole point is just to slam each other's butt like Peach style. Like, literally Peach's side B, Pauline's trying to steal it. It's because she's trying to get Mario, that's why. She thought, you know, become like Peach and then, you know, if her Peach is like Peaches, then she'll have Mario in no time. That's the law. That's the canon law behind this. I don't know. Also, they're both giants in this picture because look, the buildings are back there. Then there is some clipping issues, but obviously you don't see them. And see the leg movement you don't even see usually. Also, why is Peach's eye not loading again? There we go. Yeah, it's just a thing. So, oh snap, my other kink, booty bumping. Yeah, I never even considered it as a kink on its own. I think it's just a generally hot thing because of how you just two booties. Does need more love. Also, Taka was talking about the low poly render stuff. Okay. How about somebody taking her whenever she's transformed and scanning her so copies can be made? I mean, that's a really good workaround, Red. That's why there'd be more than, like, you know, so it's based on the real thing, but you don't know, because the copies are really good. Kong versus Godzilla, but Mario Universe. Yeah. What render should I quickly try it on? I don't know. Just whatever you think, Palu. If you use HDRIs, they make the biggest difference, Palu. They wrestling with the butts so you can squish the other. Yeah. Originally, I did have a character in the middle getting, like, crushed or, like, on their butt. But it was annoying to animate, and this wasn't designed to be a full animation anyway, so... Anyway, an evolution of that was Thick Press. Now this was the flattening idea more realised. And I don't remember what these characters were, let me just make sure they're like... Yeah, they're fine. Oh, the area texture's cool. Okay, okay, so if I play this out, you can kind of see what's going on here. This one's way better, I love this a lot. So this one's got more sunset feeling. So what I'm going to do, real quick, as a treat, I'm going to apply a new texture on it. Hold on. So is it sideways? Yeah, there's Peach. Okay, well Peach is on one of them now. Who's on the other? I don't know. Who have I got downloaded as a texture? Peach again. Could do Samus. Like that. So yeah, you can see him getting squashed like that. Really good render. I mean, her butt, like the crack in the middle, like it lightens really off, but you know, it's just whatever. I don't really care that much. Maybe I'll make it into a full animation, but I'd have to change the setting a lot more, like to get rid of the buildings and such. Like, these are just kind of getting in the way. Oh, I can block the light for some reason. Smushing things against glass is my favourite. It's very good. I love smushing things against glass. Someone said at Samus and also Big Samus. Yeah, I already put Samus when I didn't even read the comments, so you guys read my mind. Who will be unlock girls? I don't know what unlock girls mean. Booty squishing is always great. Sad! But yeah, anyway, that's that. It's not much to it apart from I actually did use a lattice modifier to make them actually squish, because otherwise her butt just... Oops, that's the glass. Otherwise her butt just goes right through. Like that, you know? I mean, in a way it almost looks good as well because of the way it looks like it's smashed through, but with the lattice modifier I can make it so she does whatever. I can make it bad, make it good, just like whatever. Pretty good. I quite like that animation. Did the music stop? No, it's just between songs. Okay. So you can make butts bigger and smoother by subdividing that section by making it a vertex group. I don't know where this vertex group comes into play, but mostly yes. I'll show you in a second, actually. In fact, don't save. Do I have like a default Peach model? I might just have to use Sophia. Do you know? No, what I'll do is I'll stay on Pauline and just remove her shape key. So she's got normal butt again. So what you do... Actually, no, I need the normal model. Give me a sec. I'm going to see if I can find... Because I need to like subdivide and show you how it's done. Let's see. I must have a normal like model around here somewhere. Okay, you know what? Let's try it with Sophia. So this is a render animation I didn't even get started animating. I was kind of making the scene, but it's stolen properties of other stuff. It's whatever. So here with Sophia, you know, she's got quite a big chest set. In fact, I think it's too big than normal. It's not supposed to be that big. I bet I defaulted the... Yeah, they're supposed to be a bit small. Like, yeah, whatever. But let's say you wanted to make them bigger for whatever reason. So what you do is go to edit mode, just see how many subdivisions there is. Quite a few here. But what I do is, just in case... Actually, no, I'll show you two examples here. Make a new shape key, go into edit mode. No, don't go into edit mode. Make a new shape key. I need to slow down here. Put it to full, because if you don't, this doesn't work. Go into sculpt mode. Press T and N to get the menus up if they're not already up. T and N, or N and T, you know, whatever. Go to blob, because I find inflate doesn't work very well. Tool, and then change radius and strength to however you wish. And most of the time, the symmetry is good, but here you can see it's kind of... You can see the two dots aren't really synced up. So if I wanted to make it big, you know, like, etc, etc. Now, this does have some clipping issues. You can see your skin's coming through. And if you look carefully, it is kind of, like, jagged. So this model has a lot of problems with it. But for example, if you think that you want to make it bigger and it's too jagged, simply just select the parts you want. So by doing this, I right-click, shift-right-click. By default in Blender, it's now left-click because Blender's a bitch. And then Control plus to add more, or Control minus to decrease more. So I'm going to add just enough where I'm thinking, alright, that'll be good. Subdivide it once or twice. Now if I go into sculpt mode, you'll notice that it's a lot smoother. In fact, it does less clipping now because it has more chance to bend. So I do that for both of them. Oh, the symmetry sucks ass. Hold on. Symmetry X. There you go. So if I do that now... Oh god, she's got like inflated boobs. There we go. That's close enough. You can see that it looks a lot smoother and very nice. I mean, it's unrealistic right now. Look how they're literally just floating in midair, but you get the idea. Let me check some comments. I paused for a minute and came back to Pauline being the best. I'm guessing you came back to the booty smash. Right, you're gonna colour things nice, Palu. Unlock girls meant who will be flattened. I wrote this before you put them in. Oh, got you. Like they are because they were purple before. It's like DLC. So it's possible to subdivide a model instead of the whole thing. Yeah, yeah. As you just saw, I subdivided one section of the model. Writing this down. You can subdivide without using a modifier. Yeah, subdivision surface is for whole meshes to kind of smooth it out. But you can... Oh, I didn't actually teach you the subdivide button because usually I'm just so used to doing it. So let's just try example. I'm just going to subdivide so it doesn't matter where. I go into edit mode by pressing tab or going down and going to edit mode. Selecting the mesh I want. It might be on dots like this. Oops. Like this. This sucks. So I click on faces down here. You can also pick edges. But I like faces. Because faces are cool. Normally I try to get symmetrical. Control plus 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 plus. If you just hit plus, then you zoom in and zoom out with plus and minus. If you hit control, it actually adds on. W, and then click subdivide. Now you can choose the number of cuts down here. Don't worry if you accidentally click off the menu and you want to add more. Just undo, and then until you've got it selected again, and then hit W subdivide again. You can add as many as you want. Don't add too many. You're gonna lag out your. You're gonna burn your graphics card. And then from here, you know, you could just like, oh my god, she was a dude all along. Oh my god. You get the point. I don't want that on the screen. Get off the screen, please. Thank you. But yeah, that's that. Helium boob. You never knew that. Yeah, it's it took me a while to figure out. I mean, I used it only like what, last year? And I knew not even then. Because I didn't really properly use it until the Peach thing. And that was what, February? So this year I really learned how to use it. I mean, the thing with Blender is that you can know all the tools, but it doesn't mean you can know how to like implement them properly. Like you, even now in 2021, I'm learning how to use an old tool properly. I just used to use the sculpt mode for actually just shaping a model. I never use it for expansion or anything. That combined with subdivision, you know, just all the tools you learn are just little pieces of the puzzle. You've got to beat the puzzle. You first must know the I can get this. This is a really good point. To beat the puzzle, you need to first know where to locate the pieces of the puzzle, and only then can you begin learning where to stick them together. So you had to learn subdivision and sculpt mode and shape keys in order to do this. Well, maybe not necessarily shape keys. Yeah, you did. Because I like using the shape keys because if I mess up, then I can just undo. Shape keys is the ultimate undo button because if I get like 60 minutes in to my animation, so I can't even undo that much now. I figured I don't like it now. I can change it by just deleting it or turning it down, you know. It's fantastic. Big PP on Sophia equals cursed image. Yeah, don't draw Sophia with a massive dick, please. That would be cursed. Me watching Dia explain sculpt mode expansion. Wait, what is this a link to? A YouTube link. Hold on. Is it going to be loud?
Looks like the poor citizens of Congo Bongo are just finding out what I've known for years.
Oh, I love them. Just, it appears the poor folk and peasants of Congo Bongo have just figured out what I've known for years. Oh, my peasants, you wouldn't even know how to use subdivision surface now, would you? I bet you don't know about the cast modifier. Oh, that's awful. That's great. Sculpt mode expansion would make another new tutorial for your series, yes. Oh, tutorial. Yeah, actually, you know, I never even thought of making that tutorial. Good suggestion. Wise words, sensei. Don't think of me as some, like, sensei, senpai, whatever. I have people call me senpai and, like, stuff, and it's weird. Not only is it weird, it's just like, you know, we're all on the same level, right? We're just sharing knowledge that we know. I mean, you guys know stuff I don't know. So I'd say we're pretty even. Anyway, let's move on a little bit here, because I've just shown you how to do that. And oh, so you know how I obviously love butts. I'm an ass guy, kind of. Can you tell by now? If you draw Sophia with a big butt, you know, you will instantly become my friend. So anyway, the main thing is, this was made 2 days ago. And have you seen that new whoopee cushion TF that's been going around, where someone's turned into a whoopee cushion? It's a humiliation TF because you know they make fart noises. It's really like, you know, humiliating. That's the whole point. So anyway, recently, you may know, you need context for this. I made this. This is the context here. Now, you may be familiar with this image. This is what I used for the expansion expert image, like Big Booty Sophia. So, she's glowing from the front. Because look, she deserves it. Look, she's glowing angel. Jokes aside. Sorry. I need to burp. But time to burp. Pardon me. Anyway, I made Big Booty Sophia here, and that was done with like, look at like how precise my shape keys are, and there was a bit more like that. Moving the hand around sucked, and making the butt massive, etc., etc. So anyway, I wanted to use this model for something else real quick, and well, with the Whoopee Cushion TF, I thought, well, that's perfect. So I ended up making this. So this uses Misha as the ball. She's the stress ball for some reason. Old texture, very old texture, and well, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. But I think it's better when it's like this, so you can actually see proper FPS. So it's like, you know, she spreads out quite nicely. You know, that's the whole point. So this is more like just horny stuff I made. It's awful. If you made it this far and you're just like, what the fuck, then I am sorry. It's been a rough few weeks for me, really really rough. So that's kind of what I've been up to, you know. It's not great, not great, I will admit, but you know, it's fun. I don't know where to upload these because I don't have like a porn account, or you know, a normal porn account. So maybe I'll make no, because I'll have too many accounts at that point. Yeah. I swear you've seen a peach one. Yes. Wow. Where would you have seen that? I did share something like that a while back. I guess I'll have to show you that now. Let's see. Ask guys represent. You know way more about Animation Blender than I do. I don't understand animation at all. Well, yeah, you're more of a single scene artist, which you look more into the details than the general transformation live, because you wouldn't think of using sculpt mode with shape keys, for example, because that's more of an animation thing rather than a comic thing. Because I know you make some brilliant comics. Like, I'd say you do better than me easily in single image scenes. I can't do single image scenes very much. I love my art comes to life through animation. Single images don't really cut it for me, except maybe this last one. You know, this one. I think this one just looks incredible. I really do. I'm just a big fan of it. But apart from that, you know, that's a fluke. You do a lot better single renders than me, Palu. Let me check here. Just add fat with reverb. No, because with the giant butt, it actually looks like, oh, no, that'd be so awful. The particles are cool. Oh yeah, the particles are actually out of sync on the animation because it was stolen from a peach one. Like, she starts blowing before it even lands. Holy crap, Sophia, just crushed her. Rip. Does she stand back up? I think in an old section she used to stand up. I guess I removed it. So, do you like how expressive I make characters in single renders? I do. Rendies. Yeah, I do, Palu. It's pretty good. Yeah, I was talking to you, Palu. Looks really fun, although I am not a fan of Jiggly at the end. Really? That's the part that like made it for me. I was just like, you know, actually it's a bit stiff, but to be fair, I wasn't expecting to show anyone it, so I love adding really dumb Easter eggs to my stuff. Yeah, I should do that more. I did add Donkey into the Bog Collage 2020. Right, so if I look through here, what's Smash Compactor fun for? Oh no, that's I'm not sharing that one. You're not looking at that. Right, so there's a few more things from August. So real quick, how many of you here are a fan of Uber Inflation? Classic. I mean, I say classic. It's pretty good, but I've been working on a new one for Casual Sophia. In my Danganronpa comic, I had the Great Value sticker on the Shark Tank. Oh, right, yeah. The comic goodness, Palu, that you do is good. It reminds me of Murphy Toons. He's bloody awesome for that kind of thing. And I'm glad you're reminding me a lot of him. But yeah, so the Sophia Casual, I made an Uber Inflation of recently, which is pretty cool. Because if you look at this, hadn't been used in anything yet. I literally made it like yesterday, and that's not even a joke. But I made a full render of her. You know, obviously using the main model as like base, and the hair's a bit sucky, but other than that, I've been waiting for an excuse to use her, but I don't know what to do it for yet. So you've just got this giant ass blimp just waiting to be used, and it can be like flattened and stuff. Well, it can't because I've not bound all of them together, so it's gonna like really go. Oh, if I do this actually, lag out the computer for a second. There we go. So now it's all together. There we go. Now I can like flatten. So there's this angle. There is flattened out this way. And flattened out. Well, that's not flattened out. Sideways. Hooray! So yeah, I can use that for whatever I want, which is cool. Scale down, scale up, yada yada yada. So someone said, raise his hand high. Brad was a big fan of the invention, I see. Spectator's on the scene for next week comic. Awesome. And Unknown says, or Uncone says, I don't know why, but I can totally see for next April Fool's vid, getting close to showing Sophia flattened. And it cuts to fitness gram pacer test. Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, there's so many good ideas I always think of April Fool's, because I like making memes. So, there's just too many good ideas. Snail in Blue's Clues is like Spectilda, oh my god. Inflatable raft Sophia, yeah. Yeah, get on board, kids. We're going on an adventure. The Magic School Sophia Blimp. So before I get into the next one, I do need to quickly sort something out. So I'll be gone for about literally a minute. So just give me a second. Right, I'm back. I hope the music's not too quiet for you, by the way. It looks like it's not really doing well. Let me turn it up just a little bit. Whew. Where did he go? I am still here. So what I really want to show you is... Real quick, where is it? Yeah, so does anyone remember... Hold on, I think I did it in July. No, this is the really old animation. I did this in like March. Or was it May? So let me go find it. Ah, there we go. It was June. So this animation, when it loads, we will see in a sec. It's on a render. There we go. So this animation was started in June, and I think I got to about here where it drops. And I just didn't come back to it for months. Well, 2 months. And I finally decided to finish it one day because I was like, yeah, why not? So anything from here on out where she laughs, etc, etc. That's all just, you know, animated onwards. So let me go back on. There we go. Okay. Let me hit play on my stream real quick, hold on. Just need to check something real quick. Oh, it actually pauses the stream where it is, okay. So I should all be good here. I just had to make sure this is all up to date. So anyway, I love this animation. Someone did critique that I had the lighting too dark, and well, it's not the worst. I mean, this is what I was originally going to be, but if I play, you can actually see the darkness. But when I pause, it goes to soft shadow mode, which is what I fix it. I spent years trying to get this lighting working. Like, the lighting was the final thing I did, of course, but man, it took me a while. I had this area lamp, so originally it was like this, a lot darker, it looked bad. So I added the area lamp to make it look brighter and such. I wanted to find some Daisy graffiti to like put over the Peach memorabilia, whatever it's called, the special glass, but I couldn't find any, and I didn't want to ask anyone because I wanted to just get the animation done and out that same day. So I just rendered it with Peach still here because I wanted to make it like a bit more like owned by Daisy. Stained glass window, that's what they're called. Thank you, Green. So if I go into this bit with that context in mind, we go back to August. I did make another, which is a little creepy actually, thinking about it now. But I did make this, which was barely any finished. I just wanted to like make an additional one where Peach has an old look, but with the the bimbo lip look, because that was the only one I had. And Daisy just looking really unsettled right there. And he's just hanging out here. Because this is based on the thumbnail, but I changed it. Oh, where's he going? He's off. He's off this way now, bye. But yeah, Daisy's just like, I don't know, fuck yeah, I got the castle. Fuck you, Peach. It's my place now. And Rosalina's neutral on the matter. She's actually registered for an independent. She doesn't strive left or right. And Peach is just like, holy shit, what the hell's just happened? That's the canonical way they're saying that right now. Mosaic tiles, that works too for the windows. But for this one, that's what I really liked about this. But you know, it's a very small thing. I didn't bother really doing anything with it. Random tidbit on the bingo teaser. Sophia's actually got a hand pointing backwards. None of you will even know what this means, because, I mean, you've seen the teaser, but you probably didn't even pick up on this. But she's pointing to go play. But I ended up doing that on the golf one too, because it turned out with the bingo one, you couldn't see her hand. So I'm thinking, oh, I want one where she's looking backwards, so I ended up using that one. That's really quick. I don't know if I should mention this. No, that's embarrassing, I don't know. I did quickly work on a Vol-related animation, but quickly dropped it. I got to the initial eating part, like, you know, and now I was thinking, nah, I'm done. It's more of like a private thing. I just didn't really, I wasn't feeling it, because the thing with Vol is that it's a mixed bag for me. It really varies on if I like it or not with a lot of factors. But I'm not going to show you because it's embarrassing. But just know there is something that exists out there. Ah, there was this one. No, where's the peach? There was the peach one. Oh, I'm scrolling through files. You can't see it. Here it is, the original. Let me just check some comments. Didn't notice they have bump maps. Oh yeah, I like adding bump maps to the textures sometimes, to the ball textures. Just wait till the ball collage 2021. The balls in that look amazing, especially the bowling balls. I cannot wait for you guys to see that. Give the Koopa the booba eyes. Wait a minute. Hold on, give me a sec. Where was it? This one. I actually can I don't think I can do that. You know, I can. I know how. Go to object mode. Get him in scene. There we go. Go up to shape keys. And there we go. Get rid of the menus. Me and Booba. Alright, that's silly. I'm out. I only did that for what that person said. But this was the original Whoopee Cushion Squish. And this one had Sophia as the victim. And it's a bit lower quality, I find. It's literally just kind of... it's alright. Actually, no, it's higher quality because I did finish it. I shared it in one of my servers, but... Maybe I should get around to posting it somewhere, but... I don't know, when it comes to really, really lewd stuff, I don't really like uploading it. Because I think it just... I don't know. It just feels like it's putting more emphasis on the ass rather than the kind of actual TF. But I don't know, maybe I'll upload it. Also, I need to fix the scene there. Oh, real quick tutorial. Seam arms? Don't want them anymore? Don't worry, my friend, I can help you. If you try and grab, you'll notice it's separate. And if I try and plus, you'll notice it's going around. Because it's actually not bound together because it's stupid. But if you select both sides and just add all the points you want together, in fact, let's even get this top bit here. Is this selected? Yeah, I don't know why they weren't selected, but now they are. Make sure they're all selected. With the bit of magic that Kiri taught me, you can press F3, then hit merge. Click merge by distance, and my boy, you are already done. Now if I go back here, it looks exactly the same. Why is that? Because sometimes they do. But it's actually connected now, if I look carefully, see? And hell, if I wanted to, if I do this, I can slightly move it there, and it doesn't look any different. I really expected it to look different. They usually look different, trust me. Like if I move it... Did I merge the... Wait, did I merge the right points? Maybe I did. But either way, the trick is, make sure you do that. Because otherwise sometimes they just look awful. You can really fix a lot of like blocky looks like this. Sadly, it didn't seem to have worked for this one for some reason, but on a lot of cases it does fix the blocky look. So the Koopa's seen some shit and this one's looked good. Yeah, the whoopee cushion one for Peach does, I think, looks better. I love how Valve look the mouth. Yeah, the mouth is like the valve of the whoopee cushion, and she actually like spits out. This is where the spit out animation was taken from. It's out of sync because it's still synced up to this animation with the Sophia butt one. It still follows this frame rate where she's like squishes the smoke plays up then, not smoke, air. So anyway, with that, while Sophia's having fun with Peach there, let me quickly find this one. I had a lot of fun with this one. So this one was the urban one from the Starting Party. I just want to quickly show this off because of how much of a nightmare it was to make. Because if you look at that, you know, it looks pretty good. I used the moon from Sonic Adventure 2. You know, the most generic picture of the moon. It's called the Blue Marble. And making characters walk on this, I realized it's harder than I thought because of just how bumpy it is. Like, you know, if you're walking around on a giant balloon that's like got a bunch of bumps in it, like curves and stuff, it's really hard to... It's like some clipping issues there, which... Can you see? Oh god, where am I? Kinda, but not really because of the way the blur works. But yeah, there's also a lot of floating spaces, which you would have never even noticed because of the way I placed them. Actually, maybe here. Yeah, that's pretty lazy, but yeah, whatever. It's ruined for you now, it doesn't matter. So, the smirk. So, if I go back now, because that's all of August, I don't think there's anything else to show you. That really was all of it. There was this render of Sophia I didn't end up getting around to using anything with. Oh, this is the Puckalip Sophia. Let's get rid of that for a sec. But this was just like a really nice pose for Sophia I wanted to use and to get around to. This was me recreating M2 lips. And just like how like his characters usually look flattened. You can even make them like a bit flat, you know. That kind of thing. But apart from that, that should be it for August. Yeah, I do have the default whoopee cushion model, which actually uses the ball texture to be applied. So, for example, if I want to use, I don't know, Joe from Neapolitan Nightmare, I could try and sync it up there. But, you know, it's... You gotta be careful with these kind of things, because she's got a more open mouth, so it doesn't really work as well. And the bump map for the is literally just rubber. I got like a rubber texture, applied it, and it looks really good. And obviously, because it's in the middle, I can flatten out the whoopee cushion however I want, etc, etc, etc. So anyway, that's enough for August. Let me go back to July, because I know there was a few more. I did do some practice I'll show you in a second. Let me just read this for a sec. Kissy face. That classic Peach model looks nice. Oh yeah, Minnie, of course you'd love it. I went on Models Resource and found that someone made Nintendo 64 style renders of the characters. Now this ain't no Nintendo 64 character. This, sorry I was taking a drink there. This is the Mario Odyssey Mario. And this actually has audio. It's really quiet, you probably can't hear it, but I did a little animation practice with posing. Didn't get that far in it though, and I wish I did because it does have a lot of potential, but...
What's going on? She wants a confession. Confession? How? How can I confess to something I haven't done? It's the only way she's gonna pardon.
Yeah, and you know, it's not even finished.
Stand Christ.
I didn't finish it. It's supposed to be based on when Mario gets evicted in Mario Sunshine, you know, gets sent to jail. It's like, how am I supposed to... Wait, what does he say?
He wants a confession. Confession? How? How can I confess to something I haven't done? It's the only way she's gonna pardon you. She got nothing to pardon me for. I've done nothing. Don't you understand? Christ.
Yeah, so obviously it's not animated, but he's done nothing wrong. And there's going to be flood in the background. I was going to edit the textures, but right now it's just basic. He's in like Leeds at night for some reason, but yeah, so I was quite happy with that. I mean, maybe the mouth could have been more emotive, but that wasn't even finished, so you know that makes sense. First look at the Mario movie. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh god. Hold on, let me change it, because there's not much more to look at here. I barely got anywhere with it. Most I like is this exact start bit.
What's going on?
That's it. It takes me a while to animate too with that, when you look into every single detail. So that's it for July as well, I think. You know, I showed you most of it before. Like, oh, I can show Minty the classic Nintendo 64 Peach model. Also, Minty, if you never saw this, they were in the Distorted Party mod, the mod for Mario Party 3. So there's more of her there, when she's getting blown away by a Diva pool toy, because, you know, the air valves there. That's one of the mechanics on the pool toy board. You land in the middle, you get blown away to a random other pool toy. So yeah, she's getting blown away here, and Mario's like, whoa! And you can go around, which is safer, but longer, or you can go straight through for the risk of being blown away. So I think it's inaccurate, because there's supposed to be a Bowser space, but whatever. So in this folder, no, we don't want to be in there. June? Oh yeah, June! Wow, June had some fun stuff. So, let me just quickly check chat. So shiny. I love the lighting in that one so much. Oh, that's that. Thank you. Shiny and warm. So, this was... No, we don't need to see that. For those who know about my Dolly Desires account, which is my account designed for specifically making doll TS, like turning gals into sex dolls and stuff, this is my profile picture, which you will recognize here, the few of you that do. Give it a sec. It's quite big. Yeah, this is my Dolly Desires Twitter, which, if you're not familiar, I will just post it in chat real quick. Shout out to my alt account. Give it a sec. So this is my alt account here. That's only for those who actually care about that. I made an alt account just for this because of how extreme the context is. But the thing is, the profile picture I made for this is just a reused scene from another render I made of it, and it's barely, like, there's parts everywhere. Like, it's not supposed to see this, etc., etc. But it's made just enough where you can't see it. It was the laziest profile picture I ever made because look how many spare assets there are that you don't see, because they're used from other animations. It's horrible. There's just way too much. Oh, hey Zekium. I'll say hi because he's muted. I made a Nintendo 64 Irish Peach 2, but she's not perfect. I remember you posting that. I wanted to get around to using her someday, but I never did. I'm sorry. You might have to use her again yet soon. You know, never know when I'll get around to using her. So, you know, there's silly features on my Dolly Desires account. Like, if I just quickly show you, there's this one where Brittany, who's owned by Zilno, gets turned into a doll, and Sophia's just reading a book, and she's holding a coffee. Or a tea, sorry. And she's just being used as a cup holder, which I think is more humiliating than being a sex doll. So, like, look at that. That's all her purpose is now. Like, it's just a funny concept. It's cartoonishly funny, with the way it's just like, oh, you know, oh watch out, it's a sex doll gonna get like fucked or something. No, you're a cup holder. So this is what happens to dolls that haven't been sold here. There's an entire different lot. Go check out the Twitter if you're actually interested. I won't waste your time here. So one time, when I was very, very drunk, I made an animation with my friend. Him and I were just up really late, up to like 1 in the morning or something. That's late for me, yes. And he teases me about Fempyro. So in TF2, there's like the Fem versions of all the characters, and Fempyro is like a latex suit, big booby, like sex-looking. She's a very curvy, like slutty woman looking, and it's got like a gas mask on. So anyway, I hate Fempyro with a burning passion, and he knows that. And recently a meme came out where Demoman says the Fempyro fuck doll, hand it over. So when we were drunk, I decided to make this. I taught him how I made animations, and this one's a bit louder if I remember correctly. So I animated this within probably like 10 minutes, and by 10 minutes most of it was just dicking around.
The Vampiro fuck doll. And it's over.
Now there's so many funny things about this animation. One of them being how he clocks the gun. He cocks the gun. Clocks the gun. So, hold on. Here. So, obviously, with a Glock 18, or a Glock, I should say, I don't know which model it is, you pull it backwards, it goes to round the chamber in. But here, he just... It's like a Nerf gun. He just pumps it. And obviously it's just a JPEG. What else would it be? A PNG because it's alpha transparency. Now the way I animate this, quote unquote, is I used my favourite funny feature, and that is the record button. The auto keying button. So this circle, once activated, it's handy for animation quickly because if you... there's not a key point on keyframe 90, as you can see here. There's nothing here. So if I move this and select it, unlike normally where I'd have to put I to automatically set the keyframe, it's automatically set it for me. So I didn't even have to press anything. I just move, click, and then it's done. But the funny thing about that is that if you play the animation and edit at the same time, you can make a billion keyframes at once. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press space to play, then I'm going to double tap R to have free rotation. There we go. So, I'm going to turn it off real quick. So when I play it back... So it's very easy, for example, if I move it back and do this. I can just play over the scene. You get the idea. So, you might... with Minty's talking about the Peach, might update the dress texture some days since I painted them in Blender. Okie dokie. So basically, this is just, yeah, as Minty says, it's just Source Filmmaker, but it's a Blender. Yeah, the Demoman medal looks wrong because it doesn't have that, what's it called, Fong? That shine to it. Now, I could do that, but it's an MMD shader dev. I hate those things. So, bleh. But either way, it's just a funny thing I made when I was drunk. So, I don't think there's anything else in June that I want to go through. Oh, I should ask, while I've got people here, right this second, does anyone want me to go over something in Blender that they don't understand or want me to teach them right now? I'll do a tutorial right now if you want to learn anything specific. Like if it's something I did in animation or someone else did in animation, just a Blender effect, or just a general question. Ask me now. I'll be totally fine to answer it. So because this is a Blender stream where I'm just dicking around, right? Just going through files. So if you have any questions at all or want me to know anything, or you know a friend who wants to know something, let me know now. Just message me or something, and I'll happily go into a new file right now and teach you it right this second. You've got like a personal tutor for the next like however long the stream lasts. Anyway, that was June of this year. I'm gonna go back to May, and in May, oh, this one isn't even like a meme I want to talk about, but I'm just so proud of it. So this one's called Pikmin Sad.blend, and I'll go over it in a moment. I just want to read. Oh, I just got a bunch of messages. Finally, a good animation. Was that in relation to my goddamn demo, man? Oh, I hate you. Despite the stupor you were in while making this, you did our favourite Black Scottish Cyclops justice, my dude. Thanks, Brad. You know, I've got nothing to say about that. Do you want me to send you the thing before and after the colour correction? Actually, Palu, yeah, I do want to see how he inspected you. And, oh, hey, Acus the Cat. How you doing, man? Yeah, sorry, I just saw, like, a message here that I just had to check. It's nice to see you. You got anything to talk about? I'm here to chat. So, anyway, with this is one of my few Source Filmmaker, blech. But one of my few normal animations I made. It took me a while to put together, but for those, some of you might not be aware, but I recently got into the Pikmin craze last year. Someone recommended it for a stream that I did in a local Discord server, and I was addicted to Pikmin 1. Hated Pikmin 2, but slowly grew on it. And luckily, that same year, last year, Pikmin 3 Deluxe was coming to Switch. So for me, Pikmin 3 came out about a few months after the second one, which is awesome because I never played the original Pikmin series. I played it on emulator. Don't at me. So for me, Pikmin 3 came out in 2020, but to Pikmin fans who have been waiting like 8 years, 9 years for a sequel, it's like, oof, I could feel that because the series is amazing. But anyway, I was just so in the Pikmin craze, I decided to make this animation, which I'll let play out right now, just in full. It's not got sound. Oh, I didn't actually add the... So this one doesn't have... The sound was actually edited afterwards, because it was a lot of different sound effects, so I didn't want to like mishmash it together in Blender, just have to do it again in the video editing profile. So this is how it plays out. I'll just let the animation play out itself. There's a lot of interesting things about this. I love this animation. That's where the animation ends. So I might link this animation for those who haven't seen it because it's way better with the sound. So I need to find the other animation. Hold on. I'll get it for you now. Give me a second. Because I really, really do want to find this. There it is. If purple Pikmin kept their Pikmin 2 traits. So for context, Pikmin 2, purple Pikmin were overpowered. If you had them, you won. But Pikmin 3, you just heard it now, they suck. They're so bad. So I've just linked it in chat. I don't know how long delayed my voice is, so I don't know about that. Real quick. Pikmin craze. I was gonna make things about that. I want to do it after I make some out, but I pushed out at. Yeah, that's alright, pal. Just whenever you want to, go for it. But yeah, so with this, I was gonna mention something. It was so fun to work on. So this is the entire scene from the side, by the way. I'm not gonna move the camera. This is the scene moving. That's Blender for you, baby. This is animation at its finest. Oh, oh, let me play that again. I really want to break this down because I was so chuffed with this animation. Like, it looks so stiff when you look at it from the side because it just doesn't make sense. First of all, this is like the beginning area for Pikmin 2 or wherever this is supposed to be. Actually, it's Pikmin 1. I don't know. It's from a Pikmin game. You can kind of see the general layout it would have. I don't know. So either way, if I zoom back in, now the lighting, oh, the composition of this shot is fucking amazing. And I know I shouldn't get ahead of myself. You know, oh dear, you know, it's not that great. No, in terms of what I can do, my ability, this is some of the best quality camera stuff I've ever done. But you know, there's a lot better stuff you can do. But this is the best I've done, and that's what I'm just gonna accept that. So these trees weren't originally here. I think this one was. No, there's a tree somewhere. I think was this the tree? I don't remember. All I remember is that there was no trees. I had to like copy this tree from the Pikmin 3 intro at OBJ because I was originally going to use the Pikmin 3 lake, but because it had no water in it, it would be perfect to run down. Then it turned out that ran into a bunch of issues. I decided not to use it, but they did have this massive F-off tree that is in the intro to Pikmin 3. So I copied that and pasted it in this scene because before there was no trees and it looked kind of embarrassing. You could see the blocks. You can still see the blocks, but the big poly trees kind of put away the idea that it's just really poly. Oh, there is this one here too. You know, there's you can barely even see this one. I don't even know what this is doing here. But yeah, so that was really cool. The Bulbmin running, or the Bulbob, sorry. Let me like zoom in. You never see his back because for some reason I had so many problems with trying to make his booty look delicious and like smooth. Though in hindsight, could I have just done this and it would have worked? Hold on, I gotta know now because I think I might be a real big idiot because this was recent as well, this year. Oops. I want to know if I can just merge the layers together. Merge. Yeah, I could have. But even then, like, there's just maybe. Okay, hold on. Ooh, Skin Bob, Skin Bob SquarePants. Oh, it's doing that glitch. I don't know how. Oh, it's because they share the same UV, isn't it? No, it's not. I don't know. I don't get that. So I don't know why that does it sometimes, but it does. So yeah, there's a big clipping distance between the two, which is awful. So that's why you only see his front. The eyes, I added like a bunch of textures and stuff to like make it look nice, bump maps and such. Let me just quickly check the comments. Hey, welcome Tofixomi. Welcome, welcome. No worries for being late. So, what are you saying? Oh no, to Palu. So here, I kind of like the running animation. This wobbling of the helmet is baked wiggle bones. So it's jiggle bones. I used this is what jiggle bones are supposed to be used for, you horny 12-year-olds. It's used for the helmet here. And you can see it like spazzes out great. And when it does this here, it kind of spazzes out a little bit. It's a little restrictive. But anyway, that was pretty good. He does say wow, but his mouth doesn't move. I wish I'd changed that. Yeah, where he goes wow. I didn't know how long the Bulbob noises were in Pikmin 3, so I had to guess how long his mouth would be open for. Luckily, it was around the same size. If you look at the video, the sound doesn't play for as long, but here, the purple Pikmin, which honestly, by the way, look amazing. Look at these little guys. So you can see that like their leaves and like stems are kind of swinging separate of their bodies. They are just having a chill time, my dude. You know, it looks kind of natural, almost like I might have used wiggle bones for that too. Well, here's the thing. I originally did use wiggle bones, or jiggle bones to the common man, and the thing is though, when he'd swing over here and land, yeah, look how natural that looks. That almost does look like a jiggle bone that's like naturally falling into place. No, that's hand animated, because the jiggle bone would, when it landed, when such momentum came to a stop like that, it freaked out, like it would go everywhere. I tried changing the settings, but then the previous scene wouldn't look good, and I didn't, you know, could use a different model, but then like that just caused a whole another set of problems. So I decided, screw it, let's do it the old-fashioned way, and I hand animated it. Though I did copy the animation of this Pikmin. I was calling them Bulbobs, wasn't I? This Pikmin onto the other two and delayed them. So these actually have the same animation, but slightly delayed, which is pretty nice. But it still animates after you don't see it anymore because it's just copied from the first Pikmin. So when his animation ends, theirs is still playing. And yeah, you don't actually see him throw it. But he does actually get thrown. You know, trust me. Red Bulbob with no red is disgusting. Yeah, naked Bulbob. So was my request from last stream ever finished? Which was your request, Toph? Can you remind me? Because yes, whilst we're here tonight, I do have to go back to that. Last sentence, Pikmin stem. Do the purple Pikmin have jiggle bones? No, you have to add them manually. So actually, yeah, let me show you what it probably originally looked like. I can't recreate it exactly, but if I go into the bones, pose mode, delete any keyframes it once had. So now it's just stiff. Go to the bone, and this is a Blender add-on, by the way. It's just called Wiggle Bones, and it's really simple. You select the bone you want in pose mode, and tick it, and you're done. Well, obviously there's a bunch of settings, but it's embarrassingly easy. So, frankly, the Wiggle Bone is not as good. Oh, well, yeah, watch out for that. So if I do this now, you'll see. Yeah, see what I mean? Where it looks mostly natural. Well, except there. Let me just... There we go. Looks kind of... Maybe I can change the stiffness, but it used to freak out. So if I like make the stiffness less... Oh, please, Pikmin. It's even then, you know, it was hard to get it working. And it didn't... It just... I mean, you can check you can change the bones that have wiggle bones, but for me personally, it was just better to hand animate it, which worked out in the end. Of course, when the Bulbob like sniffs and then dies, I like the frame in between. That's my favorite frame. If I render it, you can't see it, but there's a blurry picture of a Bulbob, like because it uses motion blur, and it doesn't show it here, which annoys me. Cycles. That's gonna kill my PC. I shouldn't have done that. Oh god. But yeah, that's that. Stiffmin. Let's see. Sophia running in place and getting flattened by a boulder. I don't think I ever did that request, Toph. You said, did that ever get finished, but did I ever actually do it? I think I barely started it. If I was to do it, I wouldn't want to do it now because I barely started. Look, I wanted to go back to the requests that were literally finished, but I wanted to polish up. So that's why I'm going to do... What's his name's? Who was here earlier? What's his face? Can't remember his name, but he wanted me to do it. It's something with an X in it, I think. Let's see. Do the purple Pikmin have jiggle bones to show how how freaking fat they are? You know what? Now that I've read that second part of the comment, when I should have earlier, that would have been funny. to just make it like their bellies jiggle. All the models are on a plane that moves, or the map moves. The map moves. These, like, I'm not moving my mouse, my anything right now. They're running in place. So these Pikmin are always here. When these are running behind, actually, you know, let's see if I can get them in. So if I change the focus distance, no, that's depth of field. I go to the camera, delete that, zoom out, and maybe, I don't know, move them up a bit. See, they are always here. And then, you know, they like, wowie zowie, here I go! Wow! And then he falls. Oh my god! My people need me. Yoo-hoo! Mario jumps down the pipe. So that's how that works, yeah. Because if I moved the characters, I think it would have been harder. Because I would have had to move the characters, both of them, and the camera at the same speed. When I just move this, I don't have to worry about moving them. Because there's nothing else that's like really getting in the way. Like the purple Pikmin are out of sight. Blurry, but out of sight. So, you know, it didn't matter. Thickman. I'm not sure you know this. Maybe you do. Wait, what do I not know? But I made the purple Pikmin fatter midway through the Canon comic. Yeah, you posted it several times in the few work in progresses I think you showed in the other server. In one of the servers, you said, oh, you made them fatter. Which I thought was funny. But yeah, if anyone has any questions for me about Blender, let me know, by the way. But yeah, that's how I did that one anyway. So I'm gonna quickly look now. No, not dicks. There was one I should and will finish at some point called Pool Toy Water. This is kind of spoilers for an animation that's upcoming, but then again I started this in May, so when I finish this I don't know. But it's close to being finished, kind of. There's a lot of refinement to do though. So I'm gonna load it real quick. So this one takes place with Zelda. The lighting is completely unfinished, so I'm gonna use material mode and not shading mode because it looks awful. Also runs at like 2 FPS, so I'm gonna probably do it like this. So Zelda's like walking by, she's at a pool, and it's like emanating this weird energy off of it, like what the hell? And when she looks around, it's like she sees all these familiar characters just as pool toys, like what the fuck? Starring Kobe, I guess, and Sugoi Myth, yeah, wow! With the nose valve! Everyone needs the nose valve! Woo! So anyway, with this, the water's supposed to be shaking, they're supposed to be like moving around, but what FPS is it? She's like, what the hell? But then gets hit in the back by who God knows who, by a, hold on, wait for it, Zelenar ball or Brittany ball. She bounces off, and Zelda gets yeeted into the water. There's gonna be a splash effect which I didn't implement yet because this is not finished. And eventually it's like, vroom, she pops out as a pool toy because the water is magical and transforms them. So, you know, don't jump, don't touch the water. It's like a Doctor Who episode. And she bobs back and forth for a bit, as you can see. Just like inanimately, just lifelessly bobbing, like she's just a bit of plastic. Added to the collection. And it'll ominously end there. Whoa, spooky. What happens next? They're probably fine. So, with that, you can tell it's far from finished, but I quite like how it's going out so far. I just haven't gotten around to finishing it yet. There's a lot to do. And the purple Pikmin died on his way back to the homeworld. Oh, you're referencing before where I... oh god, yeah, where I made him fly away. Akers says, well, a trick I can use is putting all the characters on a plane, make it invisible and moves the plane, making the camera and characters move but not the map. That's a really, really clever idea. I never actually thought of that, you know. So, yeah, I might have to use that in the future. Palu likes the fat Pikmans, as it's been confirmed by him now. And Red likes the idea. Yeah, I quite like this pool toy idea, but yeah, I'll get around to finishing it. I even made like a custom Zelda thing. So thing is, you know, Distorted Party and one of the pool toys on board, like 3 I think it is, has Zelda. That was made from this animation that I never got around to finishing. So really, she's supposed to appear in this animation first, then Distorted Party, but she appears in Distorted Party first. Green asks, this might be a new question, but how do you separate parts of a model? Like if a model is attached to a ground platform, how to swap heads of different models? So if let's break that down. So let's open up a very basic model. Hold on. By basic I mean we're gonna get with Sophia, because she is my test dummy for today. So if I open up Sophia Casual now, this is Sophia Casual. This is the official like blend file of it, and most of her is together. In fact, all of us together. I've made it so they're merged all together. Now you asked specifically, how do you separate parts of a model? So if this is all merging, like, oh, you know, I just want to get the head off, you know. So what you want to do is press tab to enter edit mode, and then make sure that nothing's selected. Control A, then press B for box select, or however you wish to do, and select like the head or something. Now this isn't going to select everything, and alternatively you can click the X-ray button, which is down here. I'm clicking right now, and I like to do that so I can select everything through the head. Way easier. So I just want the head, so then I'll hold Control and press plus to keep adding on, like that. And I should have most of the hair. There we go. And what I'll do at this point, this is important, once I get this bit, because this bit's not here. Once I've selected the parts I want, while in edit mode, press P. Now if you accidentally go out of edit mode, that's fine, you can just press edit mode again to get back in. Press P, and you can separate by selection, material, or loose parts. Now if I separate by selection, I've now got a beheaded Sophia. Lovely jubbly. I can just, you know, I can hold Alt and then press P to clear the parent, so she's no longer bound by the armature, and now I literally have a separate model of Sophia's head. I can also hit Object, Set Origin, and Origin to Center of Mass, so it sets the origin to, well, the center of mass, the middle of her. Though, I will go over the other options. And yes, I know I do sound like I am the tutorial man from my own tutorial series. This is my tutorial voice. Now that's the main thing, and this will be in the VOD, the recording, so if you can't remember this will be uploaded to the stream archive. And this is at 1 hour and 30 minutes. So if you don't remember that, write down 1 minute 30 and go back to learn this again. So if I hold Alt, if I just press P again, if I separate by material, it doesn't matter if I have this selected or not. So I could have accidentally just clicked off or whatever, hit P, and hit by material. Now Sophia is going to be separated by every piece of material, which is every single like texture in the materials tab. So I got this, this is all just one texture, this is all just one texture, you know, that kind of thing. And then like her hands just one texture, like that. Now if I go back again for a final attempt, and let's say I've just viewed it, I've gone to edit mode, press P, and for Sophia this is gonna suck. I never use this option. By loose parts is by exactly what you think it is. Blender's gonna take a while to do this because Sophia's got a lot of loose parts. So now it literally separates, anytime the mesh is not connected, it's a separate part. So like these buttons are not fully connected to the denim jacket. These hair follicles are all separated, so they're all separate parts, and that's exactly how that works. Right, Mandia sure loves murder. What did I say? Edit mode, select parts you want separated, press B. Yeah, Zekium gives you a very, very easy explanation for that in just text. Maybe you can teach me a bit more about lighting and bump maps after this. Well, I just finished now, so why don't I do that? Lighting and bump maps. Welcome to the... Okay, no, we're going to do tutorial voice. How many of you here have actually watched my tutorials? Because this is how I start. I like... I clear my voice. I hit record, and there's like 30 seconds of silence while I'm like preparing myself. I go... Pardon me. Get it out of my system. And I'll just sit down, I'll just go... Hello everyone, and welcome back to the ongoing series where I show you how to make your first TS in Blender. In today's tutorial, we'll be and this is what happens, I'll mess it up 17 times, and I'll like clap to like edit, basically is a sign in the software to edit it out. I'm like... and I get lost, and I have to pause for another 10 seconds, and I'll be like... And in this tutorial, we'll be going over lighting, and whatever else Palu said. Bump maps. So, thanks for showing, no worries. Just the ball one. What do you mean, Bradflex? Did I miss a message? Oh, the tutorial you've watched, yeah. So the ball one's good for the ball clash. But anyway, in this tutorial we're going over lighting and bump maps. Now I can show lighting with Sophia, but the bump maps I'll have to show elsewhere. So if I go into render tab, full rendered, you'll see it uses the default lighting, which is a deep grey, which sucks. You can change it here if you want, you know, do whatever you want. But what I like to do is click use nodes, which will default it back to grey. Now you can change the colour and the strength here, but that's not what we want. We want to open up, if you don't have it already, which I think Palo knows how to do, drag open a side menu, go to the bottom left or bottom right for most new Blender users, and hit shader editor. Get rid of the grey bit on the side because that's useless. Now you'll normally just get the material tab, like even whether you've got something selected or not. You want to go to object and then world. By the way, this is an example for quick, cheap, good lighting. I'll show you the actual method for lighting in a second. And you see background. What I'm going to do here is add an image texture, which I can do with Control T, because I've got the Node Wrangler add-on installed, which is found through File. No, it's not. It's found through Edit, Preferences, going into Add-ons and searching Node Wrangler and ticking it. It's built into Blender, so that should be fine. Now, if you hit Open, you will need to find a texture that will be used as a basis for your lighting. Now, I like to go to this website called hdrihaven.com, hdrihaven.com, HDRI. Now here you can get HDRIs, which stand for High Definition Render Images. These are basically fancy wallpapers that work as your lighting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select a HDRI, which you'll find on the website, and I'm going to select Winter Evening, which I downloaded. Now this just makes the entire background become the texture, but what this does is that it reads information from the background and applies it to everything in the scene. So you can see Sophia here looks like she perfectly fits into the environment. However, if you don't want the background, you can rather cover it up with a plane. You know, you can just be like, oh, I don't want to see this, like that. Or if that sucks for you, an even easier method is to go to the render tab, go to film. No, it's not. Go to, yeah, it is film. Ignore me. Go to film, and then click transparent. That makes it transparent. So when you render it, it'll literally just look like this. Now that's a very cheap way to get lighting, because you can mess around with, you know, that thing there. There's not a lot of control, but you can control it slightly if, let's say I selected this map, and it's too bright. So I'll go to the location and drag it around until I get something I really like. This is, by the way, this is a very cheap way to get lighting, because it's easy, but it's not got a lot of control, and sometimes can make an environment look worse if used incorrectly. This works very well with ambient occlusion, because it really shows off that kind of the darker edges, like that, and bloom as well. Use screen surface reflections, but that's up to you. Oh, you already know this. That's awesome. Could use some good news this week. Good news. I don't know. Like everything good news has just been happening in my life. Sorry, I don't have anything I can tell you. So Palu, since you know that, let's go back to square one. So we have this awful lighting, and get rid of the transparent filler. I hate that. There we go. And let's just start from scratch, eh? Let's just get rid of everything. And we'll keep it no, we'll make it black, just to really emphasize this. We're going to spawn in, we're going to do what's called the 3-point lighting. I used to call it the rule of 3, but that's an English term, so it's called the 3-point lighting. What I like to do is spawn in a sun, and what I do is say the camera's at, let's say the camera is at this side, it's on her right. What I'll do is have these, one of the main strong lights will be facing towards her from this end. Now you can see that's very bright, but she's got dark undershadows, but they're too dark. So what you do is you copy and paste the sun and make it aim the other direction from the other side. But here, you make this half as weak-ish than the other one. You also like to change the color too. So my favorite combo is to use a yellow from the front, hold on, and blue from the side, and it creates this more natural feeling. Now you might want to make your front light a bit stronger, you know, make it something you like. Now lighting already looks kinda good here, but because I used black, that's why there's still some dark shadows. You can still improve that, and if it's too jagged, you can go to render properties and hit, where is it? Shadows, and soft shadows. That should clean it up a little bit. Obviously, you can mess around with this light until you get what you want. And also remember that I usually, on my second light, the one that's not facing the camera, turn off shadows. Because I like to only have one shadow. But you can like kind of change it till you get something you like. So here I think she looks pretty good, but you can make a shine if it's a single render. Now the brightest light of your 3-point lighting is the backlight. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a spotlight that's behind her, almost exactly opposite to the camera, and turn that, make it a white light, or you can change it if you wish, and turn that sucker up to like 1,000. What we want to do now is move it to the side, and you can see she's got like an edge to her. I'm going to put that up to 3,000, and put it above and aim down. You can put it up higher if you want, you know, make something that you like, but the further, like, the more centered it is to the camera, the less light it gives. But you can see it makes a little outline of her on the side. So here, that is 3-point lighting. You've got the strongest light, which is the back, which highlights her. You've got the main light at the front, which is her main warm color. That's her main color that's going to highlight who she is. So you've got the highlight of the main character, you've got the highlight of the back, and you've got the assistant light, which I don't know what the official name is, but I call it the assistant light, which brings it together. Because if I remove the assistant light, she looks a bit too dark. If I remove the backlight, she's not highlighted, so it's harder to focus on her. And if you remove the main light, well, then it becomes a horror scene. So, you know, that's 3-point lighting for you. That's the basics of it. It's pretty damn good, but hard to do while animating because you've got to keep moving those lights. Can you write this in text after the stream? Yes. I'm gonna try, you know, I'll try and condense it for you. Last time you did say you would finish my request at some point. Was that a lie? I don't know. When did I do those requests? It was May, right? But anyway, with this lighting done, I can just cancel. I can delete this save. It's not important to me. But here, there's like top tier render. Sophia, like, take your pictures now. Wow, it's this rare Sophia, £10. So in May, I need to go back to these requests real quick. I need to go to 2021 May projects. Did I put them under requests? Where did I save these? Oh, there's Urza rolled up. There's Cami Ball, which I uploaded. There was the Imperflutter, which I uploaded. Lara Run, that's not important. Potential idea. Sophia running from Boulder. Is this the one? Oh wow, mate, I didn't even get close to finishing this. There's no animation. I might have said in the past that I was... Oh wow, good lighting though. Wait, is this the 3-point lighting? Tell me it is. Oh, it's close. Actually, no, it's not. It's not even remotely close. It's just... It's too dark at the front, so you need your main light. You've got your backlight, kind of, and your side light. You don't have your main light. She's too dark. See, keep an eye out for 3-point lighting, Palu. So this one, I barely got even finished. I didn't even start animating, so... I mean, it's a cool concept, but... Snow... What? Oh, man. So, because it's... I might have said at one point I was going to do it, but... Because it's so far... It's like, I've got so many projects to work on. I might do it, but it's gonna be a lot of work. Like, that's just a bit. I'm basically just giving you a full animation at that point, not even like a small request. So I'm sorry, but I can't guarantee I'm going to finish it. I'm sorry. I'm sure that's like pissed you off, but you got to think about it realistically. Where with all these projects that I've talked to you about for the past 2 hours, 1.75 hours, like how many of these I'm gonna realistically get done. So I'm sorry I couldn't fulfill your desires. Although, with the ones I did finish, for example, Urza. Let's see here. I did want the request stream to last longer, sorry. It's just, I get worn out from doing request you know, constantly. So this, what was wrong with this one? I need to, oh, that was it. I was going to render it, and then I was going to, like, Photoshop out the stupid bits there. So, I don't know if I'll upload this as a full picture because I don't just think it's a bit... As a request, it's great. But in terms of a full upload, I think I just, you know, I don't know if people want to see it because it's just how, like, there's not a lot going on. let me just recheck real quick. I could use a tutorial on running in place, please. It would mean so much to me. Well, that's just animating legs. Well, if you just look up a tutorial on legs, it's basically the same thing. I know what you want. I know you want me to like show running in place. I know that's like your big like kick, but I'm sorry. A tutorial on running in place. Would you actually use it? Do you use 3D animation? If you do, I will show you. I'll teach it to you, but I don't even know if you like what you do. Because I know we talk a lot on stream, but sadly I've not seen a lot of your art, so I'm sorry if that's offended you. But it's just, you know, it's there's a lot of people I talk to, so I'm stupidly forgetful. I apologize. As for this one, I'm gonna render this out by tonight. Is the person who requested this still here? So I can. Yeah, you know what? If you're here. Urza being rolled up there. I said a key term that might make them interested. I'm gonna get back to this. Like, as soon as the stream is done. You know what? No, screw it. F12 right now. I'm gonna render it out right now, so I have no excuse. Save as. Animation 2021. August. Urza rolled up. There we go. That's a rendered screen that I will get to whoever sent me it. It was Red Wodgetech, that was it. Do I have you on Discord? I know you messaged me on DVNat, so I can at least send you through that. But, yeah, that's gonna get done. That's gonna get sent for you. Don't worry. That's coming soon. The Cami Ball did end up getting uploaded, but I had to, like, edit it a lot. The Imperflutter, completely finished. I even, like, really updated that one. There is this lava run, which I don't think I ever finished. Oh, you know what? Tofix Omi, you know what? There kind of is a running in place thing, because I never animated the background. Because this one's another abandoned project, quote unquote. I might finish it at some point. Look at me, I'm using HDRIs again, the cheat system. Might need some front lighting now. Definitely ambient occlusion, I'm guessing. Yeah, that ambient occlusion is strong. So if I render this out, look, it looks like she's running in place. But I guess the boulder is too, so. But bless me, oh god, I sneezed. I believe if you give it long enough, she trips. And then dead. Not big surprise. Yeah, flattens her out. Really like laggy. But yeah, look, she's running in place, trying to get away, and then whoa. There you go. So there you go. There's your running in place, I guess. I guess that actually counts. Because imagine the boulder's not here yet. She's like, oh, gotta run. Like, whoa. And then... actually, there you go. There you go. Look, she's like, whoa. Oh my god, gotta run. No. And then there you go. Boom. Nailed it. There you go. Oh, hey, Matthew. Oh, look at this. He's got a star on him. He's a premium member. We've got a premium member here tonight. That's amazing. I think that my Discord is that. I'll add you now. Find or start a conversation. Friends. Add friend. That guy. Success. Awesome. Salute. Oh, how it is in English. What? Isn't salute like hi in French? Right, sorry, I was taking a drink there. Yeah, running place. Whoa, no, and then. So that's that one. I don't think I'll ever go out to that. There's so many I want to. You know, there used to be a time where I just did everything. I just started something and I just finished it. Now, but I should say this takes place in 2021, and a lot of 2021 stuff never got finished because I was just in and out of inspiration. I was really struggling for a while. I mean, look how many things I actually got uploaded. You can't see, but. Let's see. I mean, I did make this. I animated this, like all of it. I'm quite proud of the lighting on this one.
Lemon. Lemon.
I really like this one.
Lemon.
I even animated the dashboard thing. Look at this, all of Radical Highway. What do you think? It's even the start jump pad part where you go down the Chaos Soda. It really is all of Radical Highway. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I never even thought about it because I just made the start, but it even comes with the hitboxes, with the grey hitboxes. So, you know, if you ever wanted to have all of Radical Highway, I own it. Jesus, what a long level. That's the part with the jets, and that's the end of the level, isn't it? Yeah. Radical Highway. Jesus Christ. And then all the way back here, here's Sonic. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, well, I'm never going to find him again. Right. Could I pay you to finish it? No, I'm not taking commissions. I remember someone asked me when I was going to take commissions, and this was in November of last year, and I said, really tired, working on Torna Pack, that's my focus. I'll probably open them after Christmas. It's almost been a year since I opened commissions, which I'm really, really sorry about. Like, genuinely am sorry that I've not opened up commissions, because there's so many people I know who want to see their idea realised in 3D animation. But money isn't motivating me at the moment. I've got a lot of stuff to work on. I've been doing a few trades. I think my favourite trade was with Damon King. God, he's so fucking cool. I love Damon King. If you hear this, mate, we gotta talk more. You're awesome. Like, I was seeing about talking about other artists, but then once DK messaged me, I was like, this guy is awesome. He's really cute too. I love DK. But yeah, Damon King, you're awesome. But in terms of trades, I did a few. But commissions, no. I'm actually thinking of opening commissions just to get more ideas. Because my own ideas, I don't know many. Like, when people ask for commissions, I say, no, I'm not open. But let's hear your idea, because I might use this inspiration for another, which kind of in a way fulfills their commission. In a way. By the yeah, the sneezing. Just ignore me sneezing if I do that. So, send me results of the colour thingy, yeah. I'm very impressed that you animated the arrows. Well, yeah, because it would have looked weird. Like, if I open it up. It was actually very easy as well. Because originally, all it was like a chow box and not a background. So it was literally just like this. I was thinking, no, that's not enough. So I literally copy and pasted. As you can see, these two are identical. They're just lower to each other. And I had that. I'm thinking, okay, yeah, but that doesn't really make sense. How would you get over there? Like, there's a dead end right here. So I found on Models Resource the speed ramp. And I'm thinking, oh, that's great, but it's not animated. It turns out, it's just a texture on top. That's how they did it. So, it's the y-axis, and you animate the y-axis, and boom. Lemon. And you get wide Sonic, thick Sonic. He's a Smash Fighter. But yeah, so that takes you over to somewhere. The perspective makes it look like there's something over there. Obviously you don't. Obviously you don't see it because it's off screen. Chaos Soda used to be upside down for some reason. I had to fix the UV mapping of that, which is very easy. Like, look, it's literally just two pieces, but I'm not used to doing something like that. This is actually the same place my old stream Starting Soon took place, where Sophia kept getting flattened by the Crusher. So, oh, Polska sent me a message. Glad to hear you'll finish it even if you don't want to post it. Oh yeah, that was yeah. I'll send that to you soon. So let me catch up on some messages. I don't mean a commission. I have 27 DA points I could donate. I just need some kind of pick me up today. I'm sorry, Toph. Like, I bet it's been a rough day for you, and I'm sorry. I genuinely am, because like we all have those days where it's like, oh, just end me now. You know, when it rains, it pours. But I'm just not in the mood to do that kind of thing right now. I'm sorry. Like, if it makes you feel better, I did do the Lara Croft silly thing, but in terms of animating tonight, I'm probably not gonna do much. I might, you know, because I'm just dicking around in Blender. That was the whole point. So I am really sorry. I know. I bet you're in a shitty mood, but you know what? I hope it picks up soon, dude. Like, I really do, because you seem like a really cool man from as far as I'm aware. I've talked to you on stream, and there's nothing to suggest that I hate you or like that you're a bad person. Like, I'd say you're pretty cool. So you know what? You don't deserve to be in a bad mood. I hope it does pick up soon, and treat yourself to something nice. Get a takeout or something, you know? Just kind of really pick yourself up a bit. Listen to some ASMR. Or maybe like really loud music that deafens out everything. That always picks me up. It's just listen to overly loud music. Palu says, yeah, the color correction thing already makes the art look better. Thanks for the info. Hey, no worries. It's M23 taught me that one, so you can thank him. Oh, you're heading off now, Palu, now you've done it. Okay, well, I'll chat to you later, buddy. Hope you have a good one. Ciao for now. Red says you may want to make a journal where people can send your ideas in comments so you can choose what you like. You can even do more of them with specific topics. Right. I guess that's a good idea, just to open a suggestions page, right? Minty says I've got some work to do myself. You're going to split for now. Thanks for teaching me about subdivide. Now to rework this base mesh I've been making. Lol. Smooth booty, here I come. Share that with me if you make it, Minty. I want smooth booty Sophia soon. On my desk tomorrow. Big booty on my desk. But yeah. So, cause femats do it like that. Sonic is kind of thick. I'm just catching up on the messages. Sorry, it took me a while to read them. But let's see. Status. Big fan of Sylvia from Consumer. Would like you all to give me a good idea with her. Oh, just like making a journal or a status post where people could just reply with comments, right? That's what you're talking about. Yeah, I mean, I could do something like that. But we'll see. I do enjoy hearing ideas, but I don't know. I'll work it out when I feel like it, you know? So let me open up. What's this like background ambience? It's like making no noise on the... I'll just let it play. There was a few ideas I had here, but just none of them really, like, you know, added up. Ooh! Few good ones. One of them was awful. Here you go. Amy turned into a balloon. Wow, so original, you know? Like, there's even had the ring things, you know, it had all this. She's just a balloon. I was going through a balloon phase, something like, not even just like balloon, like ballooned up, like, you know, inflated or something. Literally turned into an oval balloon, like nothing more, no features. And I thought it was a really cool idea, but I decided I didn't do really much with it, so I just kind of, you know, made this. So there's that, the balloon thing for you. I've always wanted to see it with Sophia, but I never really did much with her than that. I did make this funny thing. I saw a meme on Twitter where there's a gif of Big dancing in the jail in that hell in Sonic Adventure, you know, where all the prisoners are. And it reminded me of that, like, that Kraken, is it? Penguin Z? Post. Where he waves his hands into the air and goes, woo, that's what we've made for, that's what it's all about. And so what I did is I spent the next 30 minutes rigging a terrible Big model. Like, look how, like, awful it kind of, like, animates. But I got the basic job done so that I could do this. So I animated that. I went through like my Sonic meme phase for a little while, which I adored. Oh, it was so wonderful. I had a lot of fun with that. Make it explode. Moist critical scream. Yeah, that's it. So I loved making that. Was so funny. I do have a picture of Rouge the Bat taking away the hot Amy balloon. That's not really important. I did make this is before I went on my hiatus. Samus turned into a pair of cloth, like panties. Oh, this is early because this was originally an image with like, hey, you know, I didn't know what to do with you, yada yada yada. Like Sophia being like a sadistic bitch, like the best kind of Sophia. And this is, I ended up animating it but saving it into a new project. This is an early version of the animation. So she looks a bit, Samus looks a bit stiff there, so when I go into the animated version, yeah, there's a bit more stuff in it now. So you can see it's actually like slightly better animated, especially the panties, so, you know. Oh, Sophia lost the body. Goodbye. That's so messed up. And then, you know, the best thing about Blender is that if you just don't give a shit about anything anymore, you just go like that. Oh wow, look, I made a new animation, fellas. Look at that. Wow, I'm so creative. Boom. No, jokes aside, you know, Samus is now just a pair of cloth. Hopefully Sophia ends up wearing it. I don't know. So with this one, sorry, not this one, you can't see it. I made a nice little render of Lara Croft too. Just one on the bedside. skinny waist, etc. Just some nice ideal proportions because I'm an idiot. Is even a choke on it? Wow. Just a little thing I made. It's in Sophia's bedroom because I couldn't think of a scenario. There's Ridiculous Cakes poster. And the amiibo! F-Balloon, Heavy Air Cylinder, and Crushrix. Where's Kubrick? Oh, there's Kubrick. Hey. That was just a neat little render. It didn't. The lighting's not that great, but it's just something I worked on. Before I continue, hold on. Panty raid. Cloth physics. Didn't use cloth physics on the panties. Probably should have. You know, that would have been a good idea, but the thing is, when you use cloth physics, it's almost impossible to make it loop smoothly. So, I wanted it to loop. So, you know, I couldn't really do that. The boss's orders, do you have other characters for up at distorting? Well, yes and no. The boss is, because I'm a egotistical bastard, is rumored to be me, you know, like I'm like the guy in charge because, you know, I made Distorting Reality, I made Sophie, you know, I made all this lore, so it's like, oh, I'm the boss, and blah 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 blah. It's like generic kids cartoon like lore thing, like in Chowder when the god is literally the creator of the show. But the others who work at Distorting Reality canonically is Cuta. Cuta appears a lot, so she's almost like a part of this world that I made, which is really cool because obviously she gets to be involved, so she's happy. And I'm happy because I get another volunteer that I love to use. There is other quote-unquote rumoured volunteers, like there's the boys down in R&D she refers to once. And there's, I guess the volunteers, like in the ball collage last year, are also like, you know, part of the lore. Random idea, Sophia uses the amiibo on the desk and instead of spawning it in the game, it spawns it IRL and crushes it. That's actually not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all. So, a few more things. There's this one, but I'm scared to open it. Which texture is that? Oh yeah, so this was like the first appearance of Thick Peach, I think. This is the first Thick Peach. And she's just sitting on a daisy ball. Like that. I was scared it was going to be like a private character or something, so I didn't want to show on stream. But it's just Daisy, so it's alright. So, you know, she's showing that, like, exotic princess who's top princess. So I thought that was pretty good. There's another here. So this was the... Does anyone remember this back in March? Your character here for this entire animation. Who was it at the time? It was Rose. Drawn by M23 and created by Giga Dirtbreak. So a while back I did a full animation of Samantha squished up against the wall. And I thought, like this Samantha here. And I thought, wait a minute, it's just an image behind a plane. I could just make people upload their own textures and I can just do it. So that's exactly what I did. I said, your character here, completely free. I didn't want to scam people. It's literally just a JPEG behind a wall. You're not getting much out of it. And, you know, you get to let Sophia show her little dom side for a little while. Very rarely seen. Oh yeah, it's like hell yeah, look at me, I did this. Like Cause was Lewd Thoughts, but in the original it was caused by Sophia. So she's like, oh yeah, hell yeah. Hey, thanks for the picture, eh? Oh wait, one moment. Wait. Watch this. Boom. It's like, oh yeah, look how fucking pathetic she looks, you know. Like that's what Sophia's thinking right now. It's like, yeah. And she's so smug, thinking, alright, take a new picture. She's so proud of herself. Just wait till she ends up there too. So that one was great because you can just replace it with anything you want. For example, let me, you know, this character. There was this character. There was this character. This character. This character. I can't share all of them because some of them are private. There was this character. You know, it's just you get the point. So, Germans on my screen. So I'm gonna quickly swap off this to. Oh, this one. I'll show you what this one means in a second, but let me just read the chat. Oh, hey, Gig Dirtbreak. Oh, you're in the chat right now. I didn't know you were in there. Hey, dude. So I guess you get to see your character in action again. Okay, yeah. So Brad does remember your character here, and Gig's just saw his character. So this, in March of this year, is when I for the first time ever, figured out jiggle physics. Wiggle bones, as I call them, because that's the add-on I've got. So if I... This is her sport outfit from the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. And if I go into pose mode and try to animate, I think it's this one. Yeah, you can see she has a bit of like natural jiggle, which wouldn't actually be this. It wouldn't be this much because she's wearing a sports bra. Like if you're wearing that, it doesn't do it that much. But you know, it's the first time I ever figured out how to do it, so I'm really chuffed with it. You know how it is. I think I can actually like, you can actually see him like bouncing there. That's awful. Oh, if I wait, individual origins. Yeah, that's way too big. But you can see the bones kind of like bouncing back and forth. So I'm very proud of that. She got cut in half. Rip Rouge. It's sad to see you go. Anime boob sound effects. It really is. It's so over the top, but it's because I was it's literally just because I was like practicing out. And with that, I come to my favorite meme ever. So with this, I love this. Is the first meme I made with Sonic Adventure because I just beat it for like the 7th time in like every single server. So every single Discord server, I decided to reanimate the scene because I just thought it was so funny. And showing it to my friends, oh my god, I love this scene.
You've turned into a big-time villain, Doctor.
So that was just used in the puppet frames that you down here. And I'll go through it in a second. I'll let it play out.
You thought you could trick me with that fake emerald, didn't you?
So, how did you know it wasn't the real one?
Because you just told me, Fox Boy.
That's my favorite frame. I love that one. So this one, first of all, you can tell Sonic uses jiggle bones for his. After the Rouge one, this is the first thing I canonically used it for was Sonic's quills. Yes, I'm not a weird horny artist. I use it for real purposes. So the quills are all wiggle bones. I think they're live. They're not even like baked. Because I'm an idiot. I think I did bake them before the final frame, but I didn't save. I did bake them. Always bake your jiggle bones before the final animation render. And also the ears do too, so it looks so smooth.
You've turned into a big-time
And, you know, combine that with using the puppet frames, I don't know what you call them, auto keys,
villain, Doctor.
where you can just drag it around,
Turned into a
and
big-time
you just
villain, Doctor.
you get that result. And the mouth, I didn't want to animate. I was thinking, oh, let's make it Mimi. It's just 2 frames, 1, 2, 1, 2. And I think that is just for the Doctor. The only time it's used.
Turned into a
Hold on.
big-time villain, Doctor.
Yeah, that's the only time it's used in the entire animation. So he walks onto this, shrinks, and then whoop. Now this is hilarious. I love this so much. So it's just a pink hedgehog. That's supposed to be Amy. There's Eggman, whose actual model is here, but not rigged. Couldn't be asked to rig. So I thought, wouldn't it be funny if he was just stuck in his normal pose and he just bounced? So that's what I did. And then the mech is just a PNG. And now he's smugging his. Oh, there's so many layers. Oh my god. Lavarox says I find it funny when mustache characters just talk with their mustaches. Yeah, I'll get to that in a second. And Sonic just teleports back in, like, what the hell? Oh. And then there's last Sonic animates. Yeah, here it is.
You thought you could trick me with that fake emerald, didn't you?
So the Sansai, I always loved it. That was always going to be there. I love that because like I am Sans Undertale, go into my eye. But the goggles floating off was a last-minute addition where they just float away for no reason. And this is just a official rendered PNG of Tails, but over his mouth, I've got this circle that I just animated with keyframes as well. I just kept changing it. I just kept going like that. You know, like that.
So, how did you know
You can actually see the mouth
the real one?
through the. Yeah, there you go. You can like see the mouth through.
Because you just told me,
So now I animate with his glasses, and with his Fox Boy.
Fox Boy.
That's just a bit of movie magic here. This is what you usually do, where you just animate them in.
Told me, Fox Boy.
And if we jump to Tails over here, who is actually really tiny in comparison. I think he's here at the start of the render, yeah, but you can't actually see him, so it's fine. It's like because
Hold me, fox boy.
he just you can see he gets teleported downwards, but that's so funny. And it's a completely different render of the mech. Like it's not the in-game one, it's like the Cartoon Tron one. And Tails Get Troll Tails is just on top. It's there's so many layers to it I love. Oh. Could you go back to the Mario render you did at the beginning of the screen for a funny joke? The Mario render? Cinematic Black Bars. Yeah, do you mean the one where he's in jail and he's talking about getting out but he's done nothing wrong? The Mario Sunshine one? Which one do you mean, Unknown? Yeah, you do mean that one, okay. Hold on, what joke do you want to pull off? I mean, when did I do this? This was... Anyway, I'll just finish up here real quick and say, yeah, this animation was so fun to work on. It was so fun. I spent, like, all day on it as well. I spent way too long on it. Not all day. I started at, like, 10, 11, and ended about 3 or 4. I just kept working on it. It's small, but it's so funny. So, yeah. So this one, we talked about it before. What do you mean by the joke? What joke did you want to say? I want to, like, read this. So, from this, I'll just play it again.
What's going on? She wants a confession. Confession? How? How can I confess to something I haven't done? It's the only way she's gonna pardon you. She's got nothing to pardon me for. I've done nothing. Don't you understand? Christ.
I should get back to this one. Like,
How can I confess to something I haven't done? It's the only way she's gonna pardon you. She got.
you know, I'm gonna...
It's the only way she's gonna pardon you. She got nothing to pardon me for. I've done nothing. Don't you understand? Christ.
There you go, it's animated now. What Mario says versus how it sounds. Oh, is this the joke you've been meaning to tell? Well, first of all...
She got nothing to pardon me for. I've done nothing. Don't you understand? Christ.
So, that is what Mario says. Now, this is how it sounds, according to Unknown.
Patatsunan po pala po tayo. Ito talaga ito simparakete. Pokon si takotora patako na po to kaya sa dora pa krato. Kaya kuro tuto sembrete. Ha padena so tutto rimette pata na prosciutto da iguro. Papi para to tarbato tuto. To la bato la beto. Ma tutto tarbato, tutto la messa tutto la macchina pato. Tutti la reto.
That actually fits really well. I really like that. That's so good. Oh my god. That was good. Alright, hold on. I gotta get my bearings. Actually, you know what? Before I show the next one, I'm gonna jump to the BRB screen because I need the toilet real quick. So I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Just get my bearings, go to the toilet, etc., etc. 2 minutes. Be right back. Don't touch that dial because we'll be back before you know it. Alright, see you in like 2 minutes. I nearly clicked the wrong one. Here, BRB now. Why is it not loading? There we go. I don't know why that was buggy. Alright, see you in a second. Hello everyone, I have returned. Whew. Sorry for the delay. I have returned now. No out of breath, ran up the stairs a few times. I'm that unfit, yes. Don't think I'm fat though. Please. I am back though, so I need to jump off the BRB screen because I nearly forgot. So I'm not sure how much there is more to look at here, so... Because, I mean, we're getting towards the start of the year, which I don't want to go into 2020 because, well, I mean, you saw that in a different stream. See what I did in February and March, January. So this is where thick cherry ass Pauline comes from. I did do the skeleton test, where I remade Peach. Mario Skeleton from Mario Galaxy. I made it into a Peach model too. So I spent tons of time resizing it to fit her perspective. So it's literally her skeleton. Like this took forever because this was originally Mario Skeleton from Mario Galaxy. This is actually really worth mentioning. So this is like literally just her getting shocked, like touching electric fence. You know, really like electricity. I don't do it enough. So, you know, I had I was a big fan of this. Took forever to do though, because I think is the shape keys on this? Yeah, what's the original? Oh, it's the original mouth. I had to make it thinner to fit Peach's like bimbo lips. But you can see it's mostly accurate. That took forever to do. Really big fan of it though. God, you can see her hands getting that. That must be an awful feeling, Peach. Sorry to hear. But yeah, I'm big fan of this. It's been ages since I saw it. This is really good. Impressive dedication, bones. Dedication to, well, yeah, to making the mesh. It did kind of suck ass for a while. I was thinking this is not going to work. It did though. The moral of this story is don't use bones. Right. So there's not much more. I mean, I got the rumors. Do you remember this one? I like actually made a decent animation. I think I can see ways to improve this now, though. So it can't be that good, but it's very quiet. Still very well animated.
They are true.
Turned it up a little bit. I like this bit here around 100 frames. Yeah, the way she moves is so natural.
Some rumors going around that the bank is no longer funding us. I am here to
Oh God.
bank is no longer funding us. Well, I am here to put those rumors to
I've always enjoyed this animation.
They are true.
I don't know what to say to this one. Applying armature bones onto bones. Yeah, for the previous animation, yeah, that was fun. Had to create a new rig system for that. That was really fun though. I loved it. It was so fun. But yeah, in terms of the bones, that took forever, but I did it. With this one, I just really loved making this one. This one was just another normal quote-unquote animation. Finally, in January, I made... Wow, there is a lot. There's always... This is the thing. I always do so much in January. Well, at the start of a new year, because usually at Christmas, I'll be home to my family for like a few weeks. So during that time, I don't have a computer to animate with. And during that... And furthermore, I get a lot of ideas. So when I get back, I got so much fuel to burn. And there, I make a lot. There's some bimbofication stuff that I can't show. There's some balloon TFs. There's the generic boulder picture I'm even rendered but never posted because I thought it was too generic and the angle was weird and it's just it feels off. It feels so low quality. Like here you go. Here's like one render you'll get that you will never see because it sucks. It's not good. It really isn't. The clashing styles, the lighting is a bit weird. Sophia's face looks mangled. I kind of like the forced perspective here where her foot's out in front. That's kind of what I wanted to go for originally. I kind of pulled it off. But really, like the angle, just no angle would have worked. Maybe here? No, 'cause you can see up a skirt. I guess I could change that. But yeah, it just I don't know. I did transparent texture, so that's pretty cool. Like, whoa. What I wouldn't give to see Business Sophia run in place. Hey, maybe you can commission it from someone else. Sadly, I don't plan on doing that. Especially with Business Sophia, because she's more like depressed. No, that's not the word to use. She's a bit more level-headed with what she does, because this is like Sophia in the future. So she's not as like happy-go-lucky, flirty girl. Sharp FOV as they're running away is nice. Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing I can praise about this, is that the FOV just works in its favor. Because normally, it would be a case of looking more like that, which is a bit more normal, but, you know. That kind of actually looks a bit better. Nah, either way, the thing is that that's what I've made. I even made this like cool cave structure that has some really nice lighting on it, and you can't even see it. You can see a bit here. But imagine if I did like this. I don't know. It's an old render. It's not great. Let me look. So this is an animation, quote unquote, because I got this far. It's called Coco Sudden Slam. I believe a wooden box was going to land on her and squash her flat, like from behind the trees. I didn't even get the trees going yet. And I never got anywhere with that. I didn't even finish posing her. Like, her hands are in the wrong place. But that's as far as I got. Nothing here. I'm just going to finish up now, because I'm probably going to end the stream soon. So I'm just going through January, and then I'll be heading off. There's a few good things, though, like this. Calfia. Someone, in that final frame of the cow meme that was going around, it's Year of the Cow, so, you know, like the milkers and stuff like that. For a frame in my meme, where Sophia turns into the dancing Polish cow, or Swedish cow? I think it's Polish. The last frame turns into this image. And someone like print screened it because they really wanted to see it. And I never released the proper render, so this is the closest you got to the final render. So if you want to see Sophia Year of the Cow, you know, take your print screens now. But right now I am going to change off that, because that is actually a variation of another picture I did last year. Which I might think you can see in my Hypnotic Desires Twitter, the Hypno Twitter I have, where I do hypnosis and stuff. Let's see. Wow, lots of horny stuff. But mostly, oh, there was this, which was super stupid, but I never got around to doing. So this is when I think this is when I first learned they can use sculpt mode to increase the assets or something. Because this is going to be an animation, but I never got around to doing it. You can see because the camera's not even implemented yet, it's in default position. And Samus nothing's animated. But basically she's going to blow on her thumb. And then, you know, and it's going to slam her against the wall. And you can tell it's unfinished because, like, there's still a lot of bugs going on here. But there's even thick mode. It looks like a nappy, ugh. But yeah, she's just like a cartoon. Like, and then that'll be the animation, you know, squishing Samus, and then it would retract, like, and she, like, stops blowing. And Samus would be like, oh, I'm dead, oh no, I am squished, therefore I float away, oh, you know, that kind of thing. Oh, I just booted Steam. Oh, I clicked on the wrong button, ugh. You have just a Hypno Twitter. Yes, I can. Well, if you want to link to it, then I guess I can. I'm still on my Dolly Desires Twitter. I actually got I linked my Dolled Reality Twitter, and 2 people followed it when I linked it. I didn't actually expect anyone to do that. So Hypno Desires is my 3rd and final alt Twitter account. I've got so many alt accounts, but this is the last one you need to know about. And the reason for this is because basically, my main Distorting Reality account is for TFs, like cartoonish TFs. It sometimes covers lewd stuff, but it's mostly to do with TFs, that's the main thing. Dolly Desires is a completely not safe for work account because of the TF itself. It's still technically cartoonish because it's a transformation, but it's sexually orientated, you know, it's basically in a way, my porn account of my fetish. It's multiple layers. And it's an alternative reality where Sophia's distorting it She actually works with like turning women into sex dolls and stuff, and it's pretty fucked up, yeah. But that's just what I do on the side sometimes. Not much. It's very active, inactive account. It's very inconsistent. With Hypnotic Desires, it's not a TF. It's just a normal kink. So, well, at least nowadays it is. So, that's just my lewd hypno account. I got a really good gif of Sophia spinning in place with the hypno stuff. It's really good. I just saw 2 people follow me. Well, thanks to the follows. But yeah, I haven't updated my hypno one in a while. Probably will get around to it, but 3 alt accounts is hard to keep track of, you know. So, now that I'm going to exit Steam, I am going to show you the few final ones of January, and then we'll wrap up here. So, is there actually anything to show you? There was Jessica Rabbit. That didn't go anywhere though, that's literally just a picture. I did make this, you know, I made this on Twitter a while back. Really big fan of this. No one seemed to like it though, so I didn't do anything more with it. I was thinking of doing more, but I don't know. I really like how it's animated and it loops. Like, put some music over that. Like, someone clip that and just put... I found she goes really well with Hank Castle when I was animating her. I wasn't doing it to a specific beat, but when I was finished, I was listening to the Sonic Heroes OST, and Hank Castle came on, the spooky castle level, and it fits almost perfectly with how she dances. So, you know, that's that for you. That's just coincidental. It's like how sometimes my stream starting soon banners that like go up and down tend to sometimes match up with the songs I'm playing. Now, I think that's just about it that I'm going to show. There was this one. This is, I loved it. No one liked this one because it's very generic and like top down, wasn't great, but I loved it. I don't care what anyone else thinks. I like this one, where Peach runs around like an I was gonna say animatronic. This isn't Five Nights at Freddy's, like a robot. Like the way she moves, it almost feels like she's actually in game. That took a while to animate. Like trying to recreate bad animations through a like actual animation. So, because she's got a running animation, which is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. She's just up, down, up, down, up, down. But when she stops, she goes into a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 7 or 8 frames, where she enters a breathing mode of standing idle. But as soon as she moves, because in game your character's supposed to feel responsive, she just jumps almost to the next frame, and it's really quick. So I had to recreate that in Blender, and you know, recreating terrible animation was, well, not terrible, quick animation is hard. It's not terrible, it's just, oh yeah, you can see her go back to idle of breathing, and then moving again, and then she dies. Finish! Which, oh, I love this transition. That's really good. And I made her flop more exaggerated than normal, because that's how they do in the Mario Party games. I love this animation. Also, look at these hammers. This is how I made the minigame work. They're loaded out of bounds. I'm just going to play it from outside the view. I'm going to let you kind of get your own perspective of it, alright? Here we go. Look how they move around. I don't even use... I think this is the one I used to copy. But look how they all move around and how there's Bowser ones teleport in and out. Which you don't see. Actually, I forgot about those Easter eggs. If you look carefully, I forgot about this. So, Daisy is on the top of this one. She got squashed flat from earlier and she's like pressed into the hammer. I don't know if anyone ever noticed this. I didn't. I forgot about it too. Pauline is on this one. And I think if you've got a really good eye, Rosalina's in the clouds. Yeah, here she is. This one's almost impossible to see on the GIF animation because of how it like converts things. So look in the right very carefully. I bet no one noticed that. There's no way in hell anyone noticed that. So you've got all the main Mario gals present in one animation. To be fair, it would have been better. It's 6 out of 10. It would have been better if the other Mario Karts were actually active and got flattened out one by one, but yeah, too lazy. You come back to Shy Galas. Oh, is that what you came back to, lazy? Well, that is how the AI moves in game. It looks accurate to how they move. Yeah, that's this main animation. I focused on making sure the AI, it looked like it was an AI animation. I would love to see all of the Nintendo girls in this one flattened at once. Yeah, I mean, like I said, if I really wanted to put in the effort, I could have. Because it's a circle, I could have easily done that, kind of. Easy as in, I have to cycle walk animations and running. It's effort, you know. And it would have been a lot longer too. There's only so much effort I was willing to put into it. In my head, I can imagine the scene playing out with the 4 main Nintendo gals. So, you know, if you that's how it should have been realized, but this is just what I made. I'm going to use Peach, there we go. I'm going to have to start looking at your sneaky details in every animation. I do like fitting sneaky details in almost all the time. I like to add something small but insignificant, but it's there. I like to add them into, not all, but some of my animations. Could we see the underside to see the transition? Oh yeah, you want to see how she like becomes flat and stuff. So this one is very easy. So I'm going to play this like this. Also, I just realized what the skybox is. So here, play it out again. So here, she just stands here like an idiot because she's on easy AI, so she literally just wants to be flattened. So she does get pancaked, but on the final frame, oh, not even then. Final frame, she kind of like pancakes out, and then the next frame. So it's literally just 1, 2. I'm going to delete the hammer. That way you can see it easier. Yeah. So from the camera angle, it'll look like this. So it's actually a quite clean transition if you couldn't see. But how this happens is that the Peach model, once she flattens out and is out of sight of the camera, which you wouldn't be able to see here, she teleports downwards. So she's now out of sight. This Peach model is never used again. But before that, the transparent Peach is started here. And between frames, they swap places. So on this frame, the 3D Peach pancake is loaded, and the 2D one's unloaded. Next frame, they swap places. This one's moved out of bounds, and this one's moved into bounds. So the whole animation, she is ready here. And I think there's other like Bowser icons in here too, yeah. You can see the ones being used and teleported around. So, yeah, this is what it looks like from underneath. This is what's known as camera magic. Everything out of bounds, you know? And of course, she just uses a generic wave modifier here. Here are the settings if anyone wants to see them. Yeah, here you go. There she goes. Right, so that should be it for all the stuff I've wanted to show you. And it's been great chatting with everyone, like, it's been so awesome. But I'm thinking of ending the stream soon, unless someone has anything they want to request real quick. Like, not... Oh, I just closed Discord. Whoops, that's just... Not Discord, I just closed Google. That's awkward, because I had the stream chat open there. And thank goodness I didn't close OBS. Imagine it just ended the stream by accident. That would have been awkward. Well, there goes the music. Let's... Can I put it back on? What's on my mix? What's the first... Ooh. You know what? Yeah, why not? So, you can tell what I listen to. Let me catch up. I didn't mean to close that. So, real quick, I'm going to ask if anyone wants to request something, not in terms of an animation, but wants me to show them something, like a specific animation, like how it works, I'll just show them it. Any animation I've ever done. Or if they want me to teach them something in Blender, like a certain technique, let me know now. Otherwise, I will end the stream. I'm going to give it about a minute for stream delay because my internet's been bad tonight. But I do want to end the stream soon. Hopefully. We'll see. Well, I say hopefully. That's not very nice. I have enjoyed tonight. But it's getting on a bit. At least for me. I'm trying to get my bedtime to earlier. Yeah, I just realized, yeah, you see this animation, you think it's high in the sky, but I forgot I didn't even change the HDRI, so you actually see the HDRI kind of through the clouds, which by the way are animated because I'm so awesome. But, well, you should do that by default anyway. But you can actually see the ground where it takes place. So this whole minigame takes place on a gravel path. The Fempyro fuck doll. Hand it over. I can't hand it over. I don't have one. I don't use Fempyro. She won't even appear on my Dolly Desires account. So, would you show the animation again? Which animation again? The Fempyro. You want to see Fempyro fuck doll? And did you try to mess with geometry nodes? Zekium, can you teach me what geometry nodes are? I don't know what that is. Is this something I'm gonna have to like look up tonight, or is it easy to explain? While you explain that, I'm gonna find the Fempyro fuck doll because they really seem to love that one. Hold on, when was I drunk? Was it July? Oh God, I don't remember what it was. August? No, it must have been before June. It was June. I hate this song. Get this out of here. What's next? It's taking a while to... I'm going to pause it while I play the animation. Hold on. I got to wait for it to load to pause. That's annoying. Anytime you're ready, YouTube. I got a bug. I got ad blocker on, but for some reason it still plays like this instant ad that you can skip instantly, but it takes 10 minutes to load. Okay. So, I'm going to show this amazing animation. This is a top tier animation made by only the top people in Harvard. So here is what I made one drunk night in June.
The Fempyro fuck doll. And it's over.
Like his body stops animating while his hand moves. You know, if you want it, I can give you the animation. It's on my other YouTube. My like safer work one, where I post very rarely. No, it's not on there. It'll be on my safer work Twitter. No, it's not even on there. I've not got it. I need to upload it somewhere. I think it's on Reddit. Somewhere. Zeki, 7 out of 10. Yeah, this is a 7 out of 10 animation.
And it's over. Over.
Oh, it doesn't play audio backwards, that's 6.
Oh, fuck! Doll! Fuck!
Okay, I'm done making a YouTube poop. Zekim says a geometry node is quite a complex subject, but in short, it's a way to create modifiers using nodes. So you can make your own node modifier using nodes. What kind of node? Okay, yeah, that's something. Yeah, Zekim, I'll look into that afterwards. Geometry nodes. Okay, I'll look into that once the stream's over because that does sound interesting, whatever that might be. Yeah, I like how I played this and then instantly jumped to a serious conversation. So I apologize for that. That's me when I forget to save in Blender. Oh my god. He's really like shocked by his... He just saw what you last saved into your like downloads folder. Right, you know what? I'm sorry to say, but I'm gonna end the stream now. It's gone on long. It's gone on long enough. I'm getting on. You know, I'm old now. I'm getting on. But I really do appreciate those who have joined today. But I'm going to, once I find it, end the stream. My face when the stream ends. Oh, hold on. And the stream is over. Hey, I've still got this one. I should change this to make her wear casual clothes. Sophia's not in school anymore. She works at Distorting. So, this is actually quite loud on the stream, Akko, sorry. So, thank you so much for joining me today. I've had a great time. It's been great to just talk, you know? Only 2.5 hours, but unlike gaming streams I do in like Discord servers, I can't keep this up for long. It does wear me out, which is great because it means I get a great night's sleep. And it's been lovely talking to everyone here, you know. It's such a treat. So, thank you again, everyone who's joined me tonight, because it really just reinforces that I do have like a community that like really wants to see what I want to see, and it warms my heart. And because I've delivered for so long, you're in return, you've got to make Big Booty Sophia sitting on slamming butts with another person. I'm just kidding. You can tell I wasn't ready to say that, but I'm fucking around. It's genuinely though. It's great to have such a wonderful audience. Like so good that there's so many people that actually want to watch me. Even so I've enjoyed my content so much they actually want to know more about me and my voice. So that's a huge honor. So, as they say, take care, Dia. Thanks, Brad. To see you later. Acus, the cat. Goodbye. Take care. I'll see you later. Green Level rocks with the sleepy emoji. Unknown saying, great chatting with you, Dia. See you soon. I will definitely see you soon. I hope. So I will maybe see you soon. I hope to stream soon. Don't know when. Zekim says bye. Devianatic waves little love hearts. Oh, Toph says have a good evening. You too, Toph. So the plans for a future stream I should quickly mention are that I can't guarantee that I'll be able to stream soon. I got done with university about a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago, and I've been stuck living with my grandparents since because I just got done with uni. I don't have a job yet. I'm getting one very, very, very soon, and I'll basically be starting my life. Yes, I am that young. Not that young, but I'm pretty young compared to what people might think. Actually, no, they might think I'm younger because of my voice. I do have a high-pitched voice. I'm 21, alright? There you go. Boom. But the thing is, I can't stream a lot. Oh, I'll see you later, Red. I can't stream a lot because my grandparents are normally here. You know, I can't talk about this when I've got Nana and Grandad in the room downstairs. So, luckily they've been gone for a week. They had this wedding they were attending to, a friend's wedding. And I thought it was a great opportunity to stream again. So, I can't guarantee when I will stream. It might be when I move into the next house, it might be when they're gone for a weekend, who knows. But just know that it's harder to do these things, but I will keep you in the know as soon as the next stream will be happening. The next stream might be an animation, might be a request stream, might even be a commission stream, who knows. But yes. Until then, it's been lovely. Ciao for now, once and for all, everyone. Wait, first of all, I was just literally about to end the stream and Green just sends a text saying, sends a chat message saying, Nana asks DS, Sonny, what is Uber inflation? That would be so awkward. I don't even want to imagine a situation. We're not talking about this, right? The stream's over, right? Okay. Ciao for now, everyone. Have a lovely evening / morning / night. And I wish you all the best. Genuinely. From the bottom of my heart, you're all so cool. So, with one final word of saying this, because I've said it over and over again, this time I mean it, ciao for now.